We need to talk.
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 Welcome back to Need to Talk, episode number 42. We got Trezzy back on the show. What up? Long time.
Am I the first repeat guest or no?
Yes. I don't think we've had two guests.
No one's come back? 42 episodes, no one's come back? No, that can't be factual.
I think that's
someone's definitely been back. That can't be factual.
Okay, just
fact check. Fact check. Right
I'll fact check
right now.
I'll look while you guys.
No, fact check right now. We've done that many episodes.
Well, I'm claiming it. You know what it is.
Right now, you're temporary the first return.
Temporary first repeat guest.
I'm pretty sure he's the first repeat.
For real though?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the first repeat.
Okay, well, let's just do that, whether that's true or not. Welcome back.
We're rolling with it. First repeat guest.
I'm gonna jump right into this real quick. See, Matt broke that 20K.
Broke it.
Well deserved. Well deserved. I see.
Thank you.
See the remixes. I see the tracks coming out.
Thank you.
Very, very funny. Very, very good.
Appreciate it.
What changed?
Honestly, nothing. Like nothing really changed. Just, I guess it was just time, like timing. Because I'm literally doing exactly the same thing that I was doing before. I guess Are
you though? Because I could disagree, but go ahead.
I feel like the only things that maybe changed were like, you know how like all the schools went on strike?
Yeah.
So like my school was on strike, so like I kind of had more time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But besides that,
you think content's the same? You think direction's the same? You think posting is the same?
I think I started posting a little bit more.
No,
like,
you did.
I tried to
Which is good, but you did.
I tried to get more consistent.
Yeah.
And like just whatever ideas people were liking, I was just trying to like
do more of that.
Exactly. But
Smart.
besides that, yeah, I think everything else was the same.
Very smart. Anything in the works that you have on your end in terms of what you want? I have to get this gum. Get this gum. I always forget. I can't chew gum on the podcast. Sorry about that. Yeah, anything that you have in the works that I guess you want to tell your secrets, but anything that you could let people know that you have planned, I guess, that they might not be expecting from you, something different. Because people are used to a certain Trezor thing. Is there something that you're really trying to go outside the box for?
I'm trying to, like, people have been paging me about it forever, so I'm actually trying to, like, make, like, music, like, actual...
Or you're actually going to make an album?
Like, not... I don't know about the album. See, this is why I didn't want to do, like, a mixtape or anything. Because, first of all, like, a lot of people, like, they're just talking just to talk. People be like, yo, make a mixtape. And then I'll make it, and then
so you're gonna buy it though?
You're not supporting.
Oh, I just want to know if you actually do it though. Still,
and plus, I kind of wanted like my fan base to be like bigger before I dropped the actual project. Like, I'll drop like singles or whatever. And plus, I didn't want to do like a parody mixtape or something.
You want to be gimmicky.
I didn't want to get like boxed into like that for when, because like I've always wanted to make real music, and I kind of just use this stuff as just like practice, you know, just to like get better. That's why like. My stuff, like people think it's like actually good because like I actually like
because you're actually putting work into it.
I actually try. Like I'm not like some of them like I don't really take that long, but I make sure they're not like bad.
Bro, there's been a number of times where I'll see you post something and I said to or someone said to me, they're like, "Yo, Trezor can actually rap, or like he can actually do some with music."
The one thing I hate is the word actually. That word cheeses me, especially when it comes to creative.
But here's the thing. No, but here's the thing. They don't. I know what you're saying.
They're not saying it like that.
When they say it to me, it's coming from people that I know they're not saying it in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
They're
like you wouldn't expect.
It's like they're actually listening to, even though it's a parody video. For example, the one where you did Gigs and Drake. Like even I was hyped. I was hyped for that one because. I would actually listen to the lyrics and I was like, yo, this is hard. So, I mean, I think that's what people were saying because a lot of people might look at it and just be like, oh, his voice sounds exactly like them. But when you actually listen to what you're saying, it sounds dope. Right?
Yeah, because when I do those, like, I actually try to, like, channel the artist and actually think, like, what would they actually say? So if this was actually them, like, could this actually pass as one of their verses? Like, that's what I actually try to do.
It's good. Anyone who knows me, I don't just co-sign random shit, especially me. I'm very like I posted your videos on my page a few times, and I don't repost just anything. I don't.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You guys are always showing me love. So
because especially like people are like, oh, can you post my video? Like I don't just. First of all, someone asked me, no.
Yeah.
Like second of all, if I do post, like I post very specific stuff on my page. If it's my photography or something to do my stuff. but when I'll post like a funny video for a day or whatever, and I posted your stuff a few times because I'm actually like, this is hilarious and people need to see it. Even if they go for the day, I'm like, people need to see this. If I'm laughing right now, I don't want to just laugh and confine to my home. I'd rather let other people see it, you know? And people know that because I don't post like that, if I do post a funny video, they're like, okay, he's posting it. Like, there's a reason.
It's actually funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Which is dope. But I'll always do that if I find something funny, especially for people I support. We have some updates. Are you going to talk about what happened to you?
Oh, what happened to you?
Look, that made it sound a lot more dramatic.
Oh, it's dramatic.
What happened to you,
it's dramatic,
bro?
It's dramatic.
I decided to go full time with like my freelancing.
The man quit his job.
Yeah,
he quit the
good.
He quit the man. He quit the man.
Good.
He quit the man.
I swear you quit your job too.
I did. So now we're both just out here, just floating, living life, smiling.
Good.
Yeah, it works out. I mean, the company I worked for was dope, but there were just like way too many differences. And then it was also getting to a point where in my freelance life, I was getting these gigs that were paying me more than my 9-to-5 job, right? Like it's funny. Freelance life is a weird thing because, you know, sometimes it's not consistent, but when you can make it consistent, like
that's on you.
That's all. It's all on you, right? And I was getting these gigs that literally I could do 2 of them and I'd make more money than I was doing in 80 hours of work, right?
For a week of work.
So I'm like, it doesn't make sense. So that's where I'm at now.
Congrats, man! I want to say that publicly.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Man.
Yeah, that's a big move. That's a big move, and since I've left, you've seen what I've been doing. I've just
traveling.
I've just been out of here.
Taking pictures and cockpits with the planes and pilots.
That one killed me,
bro. It's been
man in the cockpit.
It's only been not even a month. It's been a month. Yeah, it's been just a month.
You went to New York and LA within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks, I've been to Newfoundland. I've been to New York. I've been to LA.
Speaking of which, you were talking about trying to go to England for Notting Hill Festival.
I'm going.
Okay,
bro.
You're going for sure.
I'm going.
That's in when?
August.
Because I was telling this man like, yo,
let's go. I'm out there.
Whatever. Like, and that's the thing. The reason why I don't take more trips because my friends. They're not serious. They're not serious, bro.
Yo, let's go here. So
let's
go. We gotta buy a ticket tomorrow.
Chisora, I'll tell you right now, like when we go, just come with us.
Yeah, I would just say so.
And you, like I told you, don't have to pay for accommodation.
Bro, I'm there.
Don't
say no more.
Accommodation.
Say no more, bro.
Nah, there's not one place I've said I'm gonna go and knock on. I never. It's a man's like, yo, we should go to this. Okay, let's go. Oh, for real? I'm for real. Like, don't bring anything. I am for real.
Say no more, bro.
Yeah, LA was dope. That was my first time going to LA. LA was amazing. I initially went there for leisure. I booked LA back in, I think, October. So I already had my ticket for All-Star Weekend. But as I got closer and closer, I started getting business and opportunities while I was going to be out there. So I might as well knock both off. I ended up shooting a red carpet event. I ended up meeting some celebrities. I met Steve Urkel, which is going to be his name forever. I don't care what his real name is. Stefan is real name. No one's ever calling you that, ever.
Is his real name Stefan?
I think so.
I swear the character's real name was Stefan. His name is like...
Is it?
Nah, his name is something else.
Is it something else?
It's like Michael or something.
No.
I don't know.
I swear it
Anyways,
is.
it's
His name's Stefan.
It's Steve Urkel.
Oh, Steve Urkel.
That's your name, Steve Urkel.
Facts.
But yeah,
it's like Carlton.
Yeah,
your name's Carlton.
Once you get a role, that's your name. I don't care. Don't just do the thing.
Will Smith was smart.
Just do the thing. You know, you tell him that do the thing. Come on,
do the dance.
do the dance. So I met him. I met Famous Los. He was dope. That was cool. I met Shiggy. Shiggy's hilarious. I met a lot of people. Like it was crazy. Like it's especially LA. Like it's just everyone's just out there. A lot of creators. It's cool to see some people you watch online. You see them in person. Just like And I'll never be like because I'm not a celebrity by no means, but because I guess received some type of fame from some local people, and I know how it feels. Someone's like, yo, it's cool to meet you. Like when I meet people that I watch, I do the same thing. I'm like, yo. Good work, like, cause people do it to me. Like, I'm not a celeb, but people do that shit to me, and I'm like, whoa, like, shit, like, I'm not doing that much. And when I meet someone else who I think is doing a lot, they're probably like, oh shit, like, I don't think I'm doing that much either. So it's all perspective. So I walked up to Shiggy, I was like, yo, good work, whatever. Me and my boys watch your shit. You want a picture? He's like, yeah, for sure. So I shot him. Famous Los, I got a picture of him. Like, I'll never people, I don't know, people were weird. Like if you see someone in person, they'd be like, oh shit, that's like, go walk up to the guy. Like
I did that in LA. I was at the Grove. Did you go to the Grove? Like the big mall.
No.
Yeah.
I was at the Grove in Nordstrom, and I walked in, and like I looked up, and I did like a double take, and I saw someone like staring right at me, and I was like, is that Ty Dolla $ign? I was like, yo! Walked up to him, hailed him. I'm like, bro, I'm listening to your song right now. He's like, oh, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm like, yo, can I get a picture? He's like, not right now. Like, I'm with my daughter. I'm like, understandable, that's fine. But keep doing your thing, whatever. And I left. I was like, bro, that's crazy, bro.
You never know what another person's thinking, and for you to create your own interpretation of, oh, he's probably like this way, or he'll never talk. Bro, they're people. Yeah. They are people. Like I freaking shot Maya 2 days ago. I met Maya.
Seen that.
What the heck? She just reposted my picture. Like what the heck? Man just drooled over Maya when they're kids, bro. On the screen with their durag tied way too tight. Like we did that. With the lines and now years later, like I shot Maya and I have that in my portfolio forever. Like just timing is super crazy.
For real.
But I had a question before we get into our topic. I had a question for the question that somebody, I don't even remember who I was talking to, which sucks, but I was talking about this with somebody. So Instagram, this obviously takes the topic about Instagram, but the question was, what do you guys think a like could be replaced with on Instagram that would make girls feel comfortable?
Nothing.
It's impossible.
No, like when I say like, do you think the word like has any relevance? Or like, do you think if it was called,
no,
I approve this?
No.
Nothing. Do you think it was
That's
called?
Even worse.
Okay, do you think
it's all synonyms?
Whoever was talking, fuck, who's
it's
I talking
all
to?
synonyms.
Someone
like,
else,
favorite,
No,
star.
there's one more. There's one that's, fuck, I'm actually pissed. I don't remember who said this, but someone gave me this. I can't remember. I'm sorry if I don't remember. They said, what if it said, I've seen this?
Doesn't make a difference. It makes zero.
Like seen it. Like, it's been seen. Like, you know when someone reads a message that just says seen? What if you pressing something just means you've seen it? You scroll on, I've seen it, you scroll on.
No. It means absolutely nothing.
No difference.
You know why?
Because doesn't matter, because they're going to be like, so why are you looking at this girl's picture? I saw that.
So you think there's any word?
No.
Any activity that can be replaced. I'm not saying there is. I'm just trying to figure out.
The reason it doesn't matter is because you're still
acknowledging,
you're still interacting with the post.
Okay.
Yep.
So at the end,
so it's just the interaction. Period.
Yeah.
That's the issue. It's not the word like.
It's not the word.
It's
like.
It's not the double. It's just.
It's the action.
You've acknowledged it.
They could replace the heart for the like with like a fucking X. I don't know, swords. They could replace it with an X, and it would still feel.
So why are you Xing that?
Why are you Xing other things?
Xing other things. Like what's going on?
Yup,
I agree.
It's like
I think there's nothing.
You can't replace it. It's like if I punched you in the face, you feel it. If I instead said like I laid my fist on your hand, like or something, I laid my hand on your face, or like I made impact with your face. It's the same. It's the same effect.
You still feel the punch. I don't care how I describe it. Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay, cool.
So the question.
Did you see the question today?
The question for today was drop 3 reasons Instagram causes stress, and then they can also ask us other questions too. Right? So, I mean,
you got a lot. There's a lot of stress on that post right now.
There's a
lot of stress. There's a lot of stress
from guys or
from
girls?
Both. Mainly women though. Mainly women. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Is it Emelina? Do you know her?
Emelina, yeah.
Emelina?
Married yesterday, actually. Shout out Emelina. She's actually a genius. I'll talk to you about later.
Yeah, I was looking at her. So it says being able to see what your significant other likes and who they follow, getting too many DMs, and having people harass you for not responding to them. So like the first two, I mean, I feel like we're gonna hear that a lot.
All 3 of those are
but the
female issues.
The third one is very, very.
What was the third one again? Sorry.
Having people harass you for not responding to them.
That's true.
And I literally responded.
You said that's female specific.
I responded to that
more than
I responded to that saying that like I feel like this is an issue women on social media face almost exclusively. Because like they get harassed in public, like in real life, and then when they go online, they might ignore a dude and a dude.
I agree. But I know why it's female specific because girls aren't typically approaching us, right? Like it's not justifying why, but that's gonna be a female specific thing because they are the ones that were like yo, and they just have to they basically have the yeah.
I think where my mind went when she said harass is I think I remember she doesn't like saying her name. but last guest, she said, you know, some dudes will DM her and she'll just be nice with like short response and leave it at that. And then 2 minutes later, they're like, all right, well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
like,
guys do that shit.
They're going at her. So that's where my mind went when I was thinking of like harassment.
Yeah.
Right? Because
but it's just male pride. Like, it's just, a guy expects that any shot he takes is supposed to go in. Like this,
even when they know, like, it's not.
You're shooting from half.
I think guys just don't know themselves. Like, if you're a D,
like your caliber,
like you're a D caliber man trying to shoot for an A caliber girl, and you're shocked that she's curving you, and then you're gonna get mad. Like, why? Because it's not like she broke a pattern. It's not like you were pulling bare A pluses and now this one wasn't. You've never pulled a girl like this in your life. So why are you acting shocked that she's curving you? You have to know yourself.
Straight facts. DJ Ty Monroe, she says, seeing sad stories or racist news stories, seeing people post about being depressed and things of that nature, sad to see. And this isn't stressful but annoying, seeing all those damn ads on other pages I don't follow flooded on my timeline. Like, she was like very logical about it. Those are all things that make sense.
Yeah, it does.
See, this is the one female one that came up a lot. Santana, she said, seeing your significant other liking pics of girls that look nothing like you.
We have to discuss that.
And this, one of my boy Kwame, right? So
I understand.
My boy Kwame, like, got into an art.
He made a good point, I actually asked this question because when I read that, I was with 3 other girls, and I asked them as well. I'm like, what do you guys think about this? And
well, just before
go ahead.
He said, basically what he responded to was, you know, he said,
would you rather?
He's like, is it better if they like pics of people that look more like you? I swear it's a beef thing either way, right?
She said yes, though. But then the girl responded, she said, yes, it does matter.
Yeah.
I do get what she's saying to an extent. And then I asked these girls I was with, based on what the girls said, I do understand it. It's still an insecurity issue, but I do get the grounds for it. So basically, when I read that question, I was with 3 other girls, and I was like, you know, I'm with 3 girls. What do you guys think about this? And one of the girls was a bigger girl, and she's black. So I was like, would you feel a way if your boyfriend, the guy you're talking to, is liking a bunch of, let's say, skinny white girls, right? And she's like, yeah, I would. Like, if that's all he's liking, and I'm with him, she's like, I can't be that.
Understandable.
And so she's like, if he's liking a bunch of girls, fine. But if I see him only liking skinny white model chicks, and he comes home to me, I'm like, of course I'm gonna ask him like, yo, like, is this what you want? And I get that, like, because like a guy can't respond and be like, nah, I'm just liking that. Like, that's very targeted.
Here's my thing to that, though, right?
Yeah.
So that I fully understand. It makes sense because it's logical.
Yeah,
but that's not usually happening in these situations, because I can speak to it on my own experiences. Okay. And this is my thing, right?
You mean it's more well-rounded, you're saying?
100%. Because that's
what I'm saying. Yeah. I only understand it if it's very targeted. But if you see the man like he's only liking mixed things.
But this is the problem,
you're a dark-skinned black girl, and he's like mixed curly hair only. It's like, okay.
But this is the problem. This is the problem. That's not happening the majority of the time. It does happen. It does happen.
Yes.
I would say 90% of the time it's our last guest basically said that guys will just like things on Instagram without really thinking anything of it, right?
It's just natural.
And for women, they don't see. She broke it down perfectly. She said women don't see it that way. So for us, we're scrolling through the gram. We just like something, keep it moving. And they're looking into it like, oh, okay, does this dude have something for this type of girl? My thing is if I'm dating you, I already know at this current climate with social media that I probably shouldn't be liking all these things photos if I don't want to have headaches, right? Unless I understand my girl is cool with that.
Yeah. Which is a very specific preference of girl.
Exactly. But my thing is this. Before I dated you, if you know that I never dated like a specific type of girl, like every girl that I dated was different, you can't all of a sudden tell me that I have a type.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've dealt with that before. Like, I've dealt with girls trying to tell me that I have a type of girl based on them seeing things that I like on Instagram, and I'm just like,
that happened to me too.
I like everything. Girl is my type of girl.
That literally happens
to
to me too. Everyone on the internet thinks I only like Spanish girls and light skinned girls.
Yeah.
Because like I'll do like a soul snatcher of the day on Twitter.
Yeah.
And people are like, yo, why is it always some curly hair light skinned girl or some Spanish girl? I'm like, bro, they just so happen to be who I see when I decide to do this. Like, it's not like I'm planning on doing that, and it's not like I've never chosen like a black girl or someone else.
But they bring more attention to the ones.
Yeah, this is just what you want to choose to focus on, and that's kind of the thing with girls in Instagram. You're doing this to yourself. Like you know the following tab that shows what other people.
We've discussed this, and we're not going to that tab.
I've probably looked at that twice in my whole life.
Ever. And when I'm there, I'm like, why am I here? Like, what?
They look like every 5 minutes.
Religiously.
Can I tell you something? I've accidentally like swiped to that page. The way I move from it,
you get back out, you're like, why am I in here? What am I doing? I want my notification. I don't want this. I'm going for notification. I don't
need this.
I just want to see you like my stuff. That's it.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be on that page.
It's not for us.
I don't understand why.
Instagram literally, there literally needs to be a gender update where if you put in male, it just doesn't give you that tab.
Seriously,
it's just we're not using that.
What am I using it for?
We're not.
Like, I don't care what other mans are liking, and I don't care what girls are liking. Instagram is about me. I want to see my timeline. And
what I've done. What you guys are approving. Yes, thank you.
Oh my god.
Let me see what Trezor's liking over there. Yo,
Trezor. Never understood it.
What Trezor's liking those things?
I wish we could really get to the bottom of like the female psyche, because I've talked to so many women who basically have normalized creeping. Like creeping and like snooping and all that stuff. It's just so normal. Like, it's normalized behavior.
Well, it was my cousin Justin. That's what I was talking to. Shout out Justin.
I saw you thinking that.
The whole time I've been thinking, I'm like, who the hell am I talking to about this?
But it's normalized behavior to the point where we as men almost accept that it's normal behavior for them to do this, even though we know it's crazy. And I'm just like, yo, if I ever need someone to find something out, if I ever needed to find like the contact for someone, I'm gonna just ask a girl to do that for me, because I know they're gonna find it.
I know you guys have all booked this. You guys will all have girls that you follow or that follow you that do not post pictures. Do you know why? Do you know why they're on Instagram?
Watching.
That's all they're there for. Do you understand? Do you understand? They open the app for that. That is it.
And they treat.
They don't. They have 3 posts on their page, but they're always online. They're liking your stuff, but don't post. What else are you doing on here?
They're narcs.
What else? You don't post.
Snitching, and they're liking. And it's like that on Snapchat now too. Whoever made the Snapchat update that allowed you to send other people's stories to other people, they snitched. They messed up the whole game.
Yo, you see this?
Cause now, like, girls that like
if they're not following you,
their friends are sending you in the background of someone else's snap, and then they're sending that to you, and then it's too messy.
And you have no idea.
Girls are like, I think the reason that girls feel like man's liking pictures is so like bad is because girls treat Instagram likes like their currency. Like, you only have, like, you can't pass like 5 likes a day. And then just because I'm liking a bunch of pictures, that it must mean something to me. It's not currency to me.
Women will look, we talked about this with our last guest. Like, there are some things you just absolutely cannot make a woman understand.
You just can't.
From a male perspective,
it's just there.
It's impossible. I could look.
You argue all day. And they're like, they look at you, be like, okay, I don't care.
I can look a girl dead in her eyes and tell her, look, I'm gonna like these photos in front of you, and it means nothing, absolutely nothing. And they'll still look at you like, oh, you want to low key, you want to fuck her, right?
Like, why?
Here's a scenario. Here's a scenario I want to ask you guys. So
I'm already cheesed.
So, okay, you understand that likes bother women, okay? We just understand that. Now, if you are liking a photo of usually it's always a female, because if you like guys, they don't give a shit, but if you like guys. So if you like a girl's picture, right? Let's say, I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you my own scenario. Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
If you like your ex-girlfriend's photo, okay, already a red flag, right? Even if you're on good terms, it's just a red flag for liking the photo, okay? The reason makes no sense because one, you're done. Two, even if you don't want that person, it's still the ex. The theme of X just brings bad news, right? Yep. So for you to like a photo, even if you're good, must mean there's something. Must it just has to. Now, alternatively, if the girl's okay with you still following the ex, what do you do now? So they don't want you to unfollow the person.
Wait, they don't want you to unfollow them?
Yeah, if you ask, okay, do you want me to unfollow the person? And they're like, no,
I don't care.
You don't have to unfollow the person.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you like photos, it's an issue. So what are you supposed to do?
Okay, you know what I think the girl's
It's literally like you might as well unfollow them.
No,
that's you might as well unfollow them.
But I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to unfollow for no reason because that makes no sense. But it's like, but if I don't unfollow them, then when I see their pictures, I can't like it. Even it's not that you want to like it. It's just like I'm on the app and I'm following you. So
the app is meant for liking.
But it's like, so I'm allowed to just see. that's essentially it. You can just see. You can continue to follow, just see, but don't like it. I don't understand it. And I mean, I think it's come to a point where it's like you're not gonna understand it, and don't bother to try to understand it. It just is crazy. It just is what it is, and you either come to a point it's like you either can compromise with that or you can't, because you're not gonna ever explain to a female, listen, I don't want this person. I'm liking it because, and the thing, you can't even replace it with because I support her. That's bullshit to them. Even if you do, it's bullshit. Because they're still cool, that's still bullshit. There's no justified reason.
It's because like girls don't understand the concept of like just because. Like it's just a thing. There's no reason. We can't explain it. It is what it is. They don't, because they're always like, yeah, but why? But why? Like there has to be like a reason why. There's not. Like so
then why can't you go without it?
Because it's not that serious. Like, it is what it is. They don't understand. It is what it is, and they don't understand just because. They think there's always a deeper meaning.
That is so.
It's hilarious because if you were to tell me, yo, just because, like, it's no big deal.
You're like, ah, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'd be like, bet, keep it moving.
Women do it, and even up to like your mothers, your moms do it too. You can't explain something to your mom on a just because level. I remember the first time I told my mom that like I smoked or something. She's like, yeah, but like, why would you do that? I was like, it was just something like that was happening. It was like, it is what it is. She's like, yeah, but like, why? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just did. Like, yeah, but like, why? And it's like, I don't know. Like, there's no reason. My reason is that there was no reason. Like, that's the reason.
Sometimes that is the reason.
They don't get that. They don't get it.
We honestly live in this weird time
where
they don't get it.
I have to, like, as a guy, I have to accept that I have to play by these weird ass rules sometimes.
You just have to.
You just have to. And I hope every woman knows that we're playing by these rules and we literally don't like any of these rules.
We don't, but we literally like you that much.
We like you that much.
That is literally
we'll play by these rules.
And then it's like, why do I have to play by these rules? How come you can't compromise?
Because we don't have rules. We don't have rules.
I
actually don't have rules.
We don't have rules.
I can't think of like, you know what, like, you can't do this. Like I've never ever caught myself being like, I don't like that you do. I don't like that you do this. I've never caught myself doing
that. And then if a guy does that, then they're insecure.
So yo,
take this insecure.
Then they're crazy.
DJ Ty Monroe, she was talking to me and she asked this very same question. She's like, what if your girl was liking photos of, you know,
that's always a bunch of question.
But
and I don't care.
No, but okay. So she was like, what if she was liking, and gave an example, Dave East looking motherfucker, right? And I was like, you know, I don't care.
Okay.
As long as it's not going. It's like there's no action being taken.
We know there's no action because that's what we're doing. So I would never assume there's action because I don't have action. So I would hope and assume that if you're liking a fucking D's ass guy with tattoos and maybe I know you like these guys with tattoos. I don't have tattoos. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. You're allowed to have the guys that you like. You're allowed to crush. Just because I'm your man, you can crush. Exactly. I can be like, yo, that guy's that is attractive guy, dog. I agree with you.
That's the big problem at the end of the day. I feel like when people get in relationships, women forget that, people can still be attracted to other people.
They want you to turn into beings as soon as you get in a relationship. And that's why I can't get cuffed. Because then it's like, oh, you can't hang out with your boys more than me. Or what are your boys doing for you? Are they cooking you food? Are they sucking your dick? Are they doing whatever? Why are you... Because my friends are fun. You're not fun. I can only be around you for so long. I want to laugh with my niggas. like there's things that my niggas can present that you can't do. Like, you can't do this. I can't talk to you about this.
Into beans. I actually pictured 2 beans sitting here.
Like, you want me to be a waistsuit as soon as... Like,
it's just literally us like this as a bean. Like, I'm actually crying.
That's what they want you to be. They want you to be the guy that everybody wanted and everyone loves, but not act like it anymore as soon as they get with you.
Yo, it's so silly. Yo, look, I hate to rag on women, but my thing is that you guys act so fucking naive to the point where you just come across as like stupid sometimes. And that's just a real fact. Like, because what will happen is you guys, before we end up dating, I get a sense of what type of guy it is that you're into, or what type of stuff you like. You expect me to believe that when we start dating, you all of a sudden just...
I'm all you see.
I'm all you see? Like,
you might be all, I might be all you like, I might be all you love, I might be all you care about. But if a man walks by and he's D's and attractive, and I can look at a guy and be like, that's an attractive guy, you're not going to be like, nah, he's ugly. Come on.
Stop this.
Come on.
If I'm not with you and you're with your friends,
I'll literally be like, say it. Tell me he is. Just say it. Please, just break your shell and be like, yes, he is. Like, it's okay.
Because if I'm not with you and you're with your friends,
you guys,
we know how girls talk. Like, girls are going to say the exact same thing.
That guy's fine. Oh, that's cool. That's okay. I'm saying with my mans too. I'm saying, yo, that girl's fine. But I have a girl. Done. That's very... There's nothing wrong with being like, yo, that girl is... Wow. Cool. Done. Like, it's... Wow. You've acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then... But then girls will be like, oh, so how come it's okay? Like, you guys want us to be fine with you saying, oh, a girl's cute, and me saying, yeah, she's cute, but you guys won't be fine with me saying, like, a guy's cute and you saying he's cute. And there is a reason why. Because...
I don't mind that.
No, I don't mind, but I feel like I see why, like... They try and play that argument, but it's not the same, because more times women appreciate other good-looking women like just as much as guys do, right? Yeah. Girls will have like girl crushes and everything. Completely straight girls.
We don't look at guys like that.
Yeah, we don't look at guys like that. Like, I'm not gonna be with my girlfriend and point out a man and be like, yo, he's really good looking. Like, look at him. Don't you think he's so good? Like,
no.
Guys don't do that.
But a girl might do that too.
But girls will do that. Yeah. So it's more like comfortable for us to be like looking, and a girl look and be like, oh, her ass is fat. And you're like, yeah. Like, I'm not going to look at a man and be like, yo, like, you see like the print in his sweatpants?
Oh,
like, you don't see it? Like,
yeah. No,
nah, bro.
It's true. What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh, yeah, you said... The point I made in the last podcast was about how guys don't want to cheat. What was your perspective on that? You said you agreed on that. Why?
I do agree, because I feel like there's 2 types of guys. Either you're slime or you're not.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like slime mans are dedicated to the slime life. It's like you're cheating forever. Yeah. Like, even if you get married, you're cheating, and those are mans that are like unapologetically cheating. Like, you're like, let's say like YG, and I just use him as an example because he's one of those guys where he'll be like, yeah, like, I cheat, like, I told her I cheated, like, you knew what it was when you signed up.
Yeah.
If you're not like that and you're a good person and you just get put in a situation where you end up cheating, like, the whole time you'd be like, oh,
like, you actually have remorse.
Yeah. But then they'll try to be like, oh, so like, why did you do it? Like, why would you do it? And I feel like there is a reason. And it's simply for the fact that, like, women are way more used to saying no than we are.
Absolutely.
No rolls off their tongue. They tell mans no 100 times a
Absolutely.
day. So if I'm in a position where I'm with my girl, Like, I love her. Like, she's cool with everything. She's cute. And then, like, I'm out somewhere and Karuchi is coming on to me. What are the odds that that has ever happened in my life? What has prepared me for that situation? What has prepared me to say no? Like, you're in that state where you're like, yo, like, you don't know what to do because you've never experienced that. So if I end up cheating, it's not that I wanted to cheat. I didn't wake up planning on cheating on you. But Karuchi came on to me. I don't know how to say no to this because I've never had to do that before.
Yeah, that's a very interesting take. And have you guys ever seen?
And then you're stressed.
What's that movie? Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Do you guys remember that movie?
I never watched it. I heard about it.
Okay, there was this one scene in the movie. The whole movie is basically about this dude who's dating this girl named Sarah Marshall. They break up, and this girl was like this fucking crazy movie star, right? And so no matter, even when they broke up, he would see her everywhere, and he's like, fuck this, I gotta go to Hawaii. He goes to Hawaii. He ends up meeting Mila Kunis, and they start basically dating, right? His ex-girl comes to Hawaii and basically tries to seduce him again, and there's a scene where he's like saying no to her. He's like, no, I can't do this, I don't want to like have sex, blah blah blah. And the next thing you know, they're like about to have sex. Like, they go through all the stages. She starts sucking his dick, and he can't get hard, right? Because he's not into her like that. So then he backs off, and he's like, I can't do this. He ends up going straight to Mila Kunis and tells her what happened, and she snaps, and she's like, I don't want to have anything to do with you, right? Later on in the movie, Mila Kunis is talking to her boy, this black guy, right? And he's like, do you know how hard it is for a man to turn down head? He's like,
yo.
He's like, do you know? He's like, the man already had the girl's mouth on his dick, and he said no. Like, he pushed her away. Like, do you know how hard it is for a man to turn away sex? And last week, our guest said that a lot of guys look at sex as an opportunity, and I think there's some truth to that, right? So it's very hard when you're a guy in certain situations to not engage in like physical activity when you're in a committed relationship. I'm not saying that it's not possible, because it 100% is, but I'm telling you, like, it's fucked up.
That's why I don't want a girl right now, because if something happens and I end up like blowing up and I'm all over with a bunch of baddies and stuff, like, I'm not a cheater, I've never cheated, but in those types of situations, like, you never know what you'll end up doing because you're not used to that. Like, you like, there's, and especially if it's like certain people, like females that you've like idolized, like if like Christina Milian, like Lauren London or Cassie or someone is coming on to you, you're not saying no. Doesn't matter how much you love your girl, you're not saying no in that type of situation, because it's foreign to you. It's become like a second nature to women saying no. Like, they can, but at the same time, I wouldn't even expect you to. If I was dating a girl and she went out to like LA, like with her friend, and then she was like, yo, babe, like I was at a Trey Songz concert, and like we went to the after party at his hotel, and then like he wanted to smash, but I was like, no, I can't do it, like I have a man. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Why would you not do it? Like,
would you have allowed that actually though?
Like, I'd understand. I wouldn't tell her to do it, but I would understand.
No, here's a better question.
You'd actually understand.
It's All-Star Weekend. It's All-Star Weekend. And you can't go to LA with your girl, only she's going.
She got to ticket with her girls. Actually, no, a man bought a ticket.
No, not man. If you know a man bought her a ticket,
her girls.
She's going to All-Star Weekend with her girls, right? You're not going with her. What's running through your mind? Because
you're stressed.
Of course you're stressed
the whole time.
Because you know what's gonna happen.
Because you know.
So are you okay with her?
I'm not okay, but I understand.
You'd actually understand?
I would understand. I'd still be mad, but I would understand. Like, it's not
so would you say
end all be all.
I'd
have to take like moments.
No, hold on. Is this one of those things where don't tell me anything?
I just rather not know what happened in LA. I would just rather not know what happened in LA.
If she's going to LA already, she's going to LA, you know that she is. She's out there, right? And you're texting. At this point, you can't know anything.
Can't know.
Because you're already stressed.
Like, don't tell me anything. I'm trying to think fairly, because if it was the other way around and it was me, I would want her to understand. So if it's her, I feel like I should.
You should. That's
but
fine.
But am I going to? No.
But here's my
but I should.
I'm playing devil's advocate here, right? This is my argument. Look, we're all doing something, right? But we're not at the level yet where I could attend All-Star Weekend and pull girls when those girls are there All-Star Weekend looking for,
like, you're going out your way. You're going out your way to find a girl.
Like, for
we're not walking on the street and girls are running after. It's not that.
True.
But if I'm going, look, because what I'm trying to say is, if I'm going during All-Star Weekend, right, with my boys, and a girl says, I don't feel comfortable with you, what do they think I'm going to get up to? They think I'm going to try sleep with some girls, right? But to my knowledge, all the girls that are there are not trying to sleep with regular niggas that look like me. Like,
you have to actually be trying extra hard to cheat.
You have to try.
So hard.
I'm trying to cheat. You have to be like, yo, I'm going to try.
Actively.
The only way that that's not possible is if, like, you know a celeb or, like, you're rolling with their squad. If it's just a bunch of normal mans going, then that's not gonna, you get, like, the crumbs. You get the crumbs. Like, you get the friends.
She's still a 9.
Like you're with Quavo, and Quavo got Karuchi, and you got, like, Karuchi's friend. Something like that. Just to occupy time.
Yeah.
But with girls, it's different because celeb mans, well, not even celebrities, regular mans will see them, scoop them automatically.
Yeah.
It's not like that with guys. You're not going to be in the club with Rihanna. Rihanna's not going to be like, yo, that guy's bad, bring him back to the hotel. It's not going to happen. It's not. Just ever.
No. Perfect segue. You watched the Chris Rock special?
Holy.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it. I watched the Dave Chappelle ones.
You need to.
Okay.
I think I saw, like, the quote that everyone was talking about.
Which one?
But I never watched it.
What quote?
He said, what was it? It was something about how, like, the only people, like, loved unconditionally are women and children. Okay,
that's one. I was gonna talk about, you know what I'm talking about,
the cheating one, right?
Yeah. Okay, you can talk about that.
So basically, he's talking about how the whole stand up. He's talking about his current situation in life, right? He talks about getting a divorce and how shitty it's been going through it, but how he's, like, learning about himself. And he brings up the fact that, you know, the reason he got a divorce is because he cheated on his wife, like, 3 times the entire time he's been dating her, right? And he's like, it was super fucked up. Like, I was on the road and I slept with 3 women, right? And as he's talking about this, the camera is, like, slowly zooming in on his face. So, like, for dramatic effects, because he's just like, listen, this isn't funny. Like, people in the crowd are laughing because they think it's hilarious. And he's like, yo, like, I cheated on my wife. Like, it's fucked up. I know all the women in here are probably thinking, like, Chris, you cheated. You were supposed to be one of the good ones. Like, piece of shit. Like, what's wrong with you?
Guy says boys.
And he's like, all the guys are thinking, only 3? You only cheated with 3 women?
That's your Chris Rock? That's it?
He's like, I know dudes at UPS that have cheated, like, every week on their girls. And it's just like, yo, when I heard that, I was like, holy fuck. Like, that's a very real thing.
It is. Like, I don't understand how those type of people get married. And if they do, it's, like, only after that whole life becomes old. Like, as an NBA player, like, you're cheating. There's no way you're gonna be in the league in a different city every 3 days and not cheat on your girl.
Do you think that it's somewhat of an unwritten code that, I guess, celebrity or sports celebrity wives or girlfriends should understand that cheating comes to territory? Do you think that's like a under like okay, you know, you were able to bag a professional athlete who's making millions of dollars and brought you into his life, and he's tossing $1 million at you, but with this agreement comes the high potential that the guy you're with is going to be slanging dick around city to city.
They need to.
Do you think that women typically that date those men are kind of like they don't want it?
Yeah,
but
you don't want it.
Do you think
they
know? You
are
okay?
Don't be surprised if that happens. And plus, they're fine. Like I said, you know what it was when you signed up. You know how the normal athletes are, and plus they will do that because they know they could get away with it. Like, your heartbreak heals quick when the bank account's full. Like, like, I don't. You think Kobe's wife is leaving him? She's gonna lose the 250
M's. But she ain't going anywhere. She'll threaten it. I'm gonna leave. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Exactly. And all of them are slime. Like a certain NBA man, who I won't say any names, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably know. Like there's certain NBA stars that are in Toronto a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know girls that are around them a lot.
Yes.
And there's certain ones that every girl I know says, yeah, he's scum. He cheats all the time.
Yeah.
I've seen him here cheating. I've seen him here cheating. I've seen him here cheating. You gotta know, that's life.
Do you think all athletes cheat?
No.
Okay.
I don't think Stephen Curry cheats on his wife. I feel like he's one of the
I
rare.
think he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And imagine we're all finessed.
And he's scum.
But this is the thing. I wouldn't be surprised.
Imagine we're all finessed. Like Steph Curry's a nice guy.
Why would anyone be surprised though? Like I wouldn't be surprised at all.
You wouldn't be surprised?
No,
I genuinely feel like I'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised.
I genuinely think I'd be surprised.
The reason I genuinely wouldn't be surprised is because I know guys in real life who are like that, who have cheated.
Like
at
Steph
some
Curry
point.
though?
No, the only reason you say Steph Curry though is because he has his image publicly where he's like, the smaller guy, he's like really nice, who just shoots from 40 like every night. But I know guys like that in real life too, who are low key scumbags. I'm not saying he is.
No, I know.
I'm just saying.
I just think I'd be surprised for him. He's one of the guys I'd be like, Steph, come on, Steph.
Yeah, not Steph.
Yeah.
I don't know. My whole thing is, I don't like you. I don't believe all athletes cheat. I just feel like you said, you have to know what it is you're signing up for when the time comes. So unless you've been with this dude since fucking forever, I don't know why you would assume that these mans aren't gonna cheat.
And plus, do you guys think that cheating is not a part of a relationship, but there is some sort of forgiveness aspect that has to be in your relationship? Especially if you're an entertainer, your girl has to know that she might have to forgive you for some things.
I think that if you're an entertainer or athlete, right, and you engage in a relationship with someone, you have to. There's a part of you that has to understand that. Listen, they're not an entertainer or athlete, right? You're bringing them into your life, and it's if you're gonna cheat, you may as well just not date the person, because you can still sleep with all these different people as much as you want in different countries, different cities, and not have to deal with the type of stress. So I feel
why guys know why guys still date.
But this is my thing though. This is my thing. I know why regular guys do this. I don't.
Oh, you don't understand why celebrities do it?
I don't understand why, if you're a celebrity or an athlete, there's literally no real benefit to dating someone and then constantly cheating on them, because especially if you're away from them on the regular. You know what I mean? Guys who engage in a one-sided open relationship where they're dating someone and then they're cheating on the side, they're usually seeing their girl all the time, pretty often, which is more fucked up. But if I'm an athlete, I'm not seeing my girl that often. Why am I getting in a relationship when she's traveling with me?
Yeah, but you have to understand, just because you're traveling and you're an athlete, there's still people that want relationships.
Yeah, I'm not saying. But that's my thing. I'm not saying that all athletes shouldn't even bother getting in relationships. Yeah. I'm just saying that if you're the type of person that's gonna get in a relationship and you're an athlete or entertainer and you're just gonna cheat, just don't be in a relationship. Yeah. It makes no sense hurting that person repeatedly. And you know what? That person
they don't think
that person might not know. That person might not know, or they may know.
And don't know. And as we discussed last episode when we were talking about cheating, is that like we said, men and women, even though it's not all across the board, but typically men and women are cheating differently.
Yep.
It's not right. No, but a guy that's a celebrity knows that, okay, listen, I don't care about these hoes in every fucking city I'm in. I don't give a shit about these girls. I really love my girlfriend. And he can truly love his girlfriend or his wife. But he's like, but I'm on the road, ass getting tossed at me every day. Hey, I do enjoy sex, so this has nothing to do with my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend. I hope she doesn't find out.
Listen,
it's so fucked up.
I know.
It's super fucked up, but that is literally, they're not doing, because they're not my girlfriend's gonna find out, I'm gonna hurt her. No, they're like, I hope she doesn't fucking find out, because I don't want to lose her. I'm not trying to do this.
If I'm that dude, though,
it makes no sense. I agree. It makes no sense.
That's how regular dudes think. Yeah. I just feel like once you get to a point where you're in the public eye, you can't afford to be like you when I say you can't afford, like I actually mean that in every sense of the word.
Like penny pinching,
like
afford.
You can't afford that, because at this point, the embarrassment that you're gonna give your girl is like on a whole other level at this point.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide. Like you're embarrassing this girl to levels that they might not recover from.
Especially in 2018 when people are waiting to cancel everybody.
Yeah, like they might not recover from that. And listen, I just feel like if you're like the guy that we described, where you don't want to cheat and it happens by circumstance, but you're an athlete, you have to be smart enough not to put yourself in positions where ass is getting thrown at you. Because as a guy, I know how hard it is to turn that down. You know what I mean? Like, so if you're there, you're basically saying, without really knowing, that I'm open to it happening when I decide not to say no anymore.
Right.
So it's like, why? I don't know. Once I got millions in the bank account, I just
have to be really disciplined.
You have to be
like, if you just won a game, all your homies on the team, like, yo, we're going to the club, we're going to the strip club, come turn up with the mandem. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna go. Like, that's hard. That is very hard.
I'm just gonna go back to the hotel, like,
and by myself and be bored, just because I don't want to put myself in situations. 9 times out of 10, mans aren't doing that. Like, you're going.
What, people were asking questions on live?
I have no idea what they're saying. Just go through it. So we're on live right now. So you can read whatever people are saying right now.
Here, you read
I'll go through it. All right, guys, what's up? We're actually recording while I'm reading these, so let me just check some stuff you guys have been saying. Yo, Trezor, say what up.
What's up?
What else you guys saying? Blah blah blah. She's not your girl anymore. Blah blah blah. Nothing special, guys. It's pretty much open relationship. It's pretty much an open relationship. Yes. Blah blah blah.
It's a one-sided open relationship.
It's cheating, assuming it's not known to the other significant. It's cheating, assuming it's not known to the other significant other. What? Supreme Life. Why do athletes come with the expectation that they'll cheat? I think you're weak if you do. There's a part of me that will understand there will be distractions, but I should be able to trust my man, regardless of profession. I do agree with that, absolutely. But that just is what it is.
It's not realistic.
Like, I agree with that in theory.
It's just not
but that's
realistic.
Just, in our society, that's just not a realistic thing. But I do agree with that in theory. Don't date if you're not mature enough to make a commitment to the person and yourself that you'll be monogamous.
Okay,
world peace is also a great thing too.
That's not always the case too.
Top Boy speaks to the nice-hearted guys. Very needed. Yes.
Who said that?
FL the podcast. Cool. Rhonda Lee. They cheat for temporary satisfaction, but still want someone to come home to. It's messed up, but they want their cake to eat it too. That's exactly what it is. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
They don't want the girls out there, but they also have a dick that doesn't stop them. Like,
for real.
But like, you have to understand, like, most people, not all, because there's some that don't give a fuck, but a lot of people who cheat, okay, in theory, think about this. If every time you're about to cheat, a pop-up came up on your phone and said, if you cheat right now, your girl's leaving.
Yo.
Do you think mans would still do it? Like, think about, like,
it's not as much.
Yeah, like, think about, like, if every time you're about to cheat, what do you guys think about this as well? If every time a guy was about to cheat, a pop-up came on his phone right before he's about to cheat, going into the room, going to the house, following a girl upstairs, and right before he's about to go inside, a pop-up comes on his phone from God knows where, but it just says, if you fuck this girl tonight, your girl leaves. Your girl leaves tonight. Yeah. She's gone. She leaves tonight. If that came on his phone, do you think mans would ignore it and still go in? If it was an actual notification, like, guys know that in their mind, in theory. But if it was known at this moment that a direct message is getting sent to your girlfriend right now, saying they're not doing it.
Not do it.
So then that's the fucked up part. Like, it's just they don't want to lose their girlfriend.
It's the fact that they know that they won't get caught.
That's why. It's only secrecy. It's not about.
And plus, it's visual too. Because even like if at that moment somehow you saw like a feed of your girl
Right.
sitting there combing her hair, just talking with her friend.
Yeah,
you saw that, you'd be like, I can't. You'd be
Yeah,
like, yo,
you
I
wouldn't.
can't do this.
You wouldn't. Say what up, Trey.
You're.
We're just gonna switch. We're just gonna switch lives right now. Right now it's on my phone, so we're gonna switch. We'll be back on live in a minute.
All of these reasons are why I'm paranoid of like
being
having
in a relationship.
Girlfriend. Yeah. Because I know I'm at that stage now where like potentially like something could happen and like I could like blow and I could be all over the place doing stuff.
Yeah.
And since I'm not used to that life, I've never cheated and I don't think I'm gonna cheat, but I don't trust myself enough to like 100% say if I was in this situation I'm not gonna do anything. I don't have that confidence in myself.
And I think that's a totally mature thing of you to say. Because what will happen is, like, you know, some people listening to that will probably just go like, that's weird. Like, how do you not? It's like, no, like, I'm very aware of myself.
You have to be real. You have to be real with yourself. Some people have that self-control and some people don't. And I just feel like I don't, just for the fact that, like, growing up, like, there's certain things that, like, you, like, dream of or, like, idolize, or even, like, you were just taught, like, growing up, man's like, yo, like, when we all get on, we're gonna have a bunch of girls and we're gonna be famous and girls are gonna like us and all this type of stuff. So there's things that are like engraved in your brain that like, don't even want to do, but you naturally just end up doing because that's what you were taught growing up.
It's conditioning.
Yeah, you're conditioned for that. So I just feel like in a situation like that, my natural reaction would be what I was conditioned to do. That's why.
Trying to get trained?
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
It's all good. But yeah. What was I gonna say? There's Do you go through all the questions already?
No, there was a lot more. Like some people were talking a lot.
Let me find one
about things that stress them the hell out about Instagram.
Okay, prior to social media, people had to from.
Oh no, wait, we didn't finish that one with Kwame.
What?
Where the girl said if they look like you.
Oh yes,
yes. Yeah, because the girl has said, you know, it's not an issue to me, or it's not as bad if I see my man liking photos of other women that look like me.
So to go back over the question, basically what the girl asked was, what she asked. What she said was stressful was when a guy that you're with is liking pictures of a lot of women that look nothing like you. And in response, the person said, is it any different if a guy is liking a bunch of pictures of women that look just like you? And she said, yes, it's actually different. But I'm saying I agree with it to an extent if it's a very targeted type of person.
Yeah.
If you're with a very large person or a very skinny person and you're liking the complete opposite type of person, it will absolutely make the person you're with feel away.
Yeah.
Now, if you're liking just girls at random, but it doesn't look like her, but they're all random, you're saying what?
Oh, if I'm liking girls at random.
You're saying that is not an issue? That shouldn't be an issue? Unless it's a very targeted
issue. Because I feel like it's like they're gonna find an argument somehow. Because even if I'm only liking girls that look like you, they're gonna be like, "Why are you liking girls that look like me when you have me? You have the real thing. You don't need to be. You don't need to be liking other people like this. Like you won't win.
Am I not enough? Am I not enough?
Exactly. Am I not enough? You need other girls that look like me. And then if you break up and you end up with someone that looks like hers." Oh, he downgraded when you could have had like the Gucci version. You want the Walmart version.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it goes back to what I said before. It's just that I feel like people get in relationships and they all of a sudden think that you automatically, for whatever reason, don't find other people attractive. I can find someone else attractive and not act on it whatsoever. But that's the difference.
It's insecurities. It's natural insecurities. Even with celebrities. You see this whole thing going on Twitter with the whole Georgia Smith and then Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Like guys, I think the things guys are saying about Michael B. Jordan are just counteractive of what girls have been saying. Because it's like, guys will be like, yo, Georgia Smith is beautiful. Women will be like, why? Oh, so you don't like black women? You don't like dark skins? Why are you only picking this? And it's like, yo, this is one girl.
And that's not the alternative.
Relax, exactly.
Just
because I like her doesn't mean I don't like any women, dark skinned women. But then when girls are like, oh, Michael B. Jordan is so fine, 9 times out of 10, mans are like, all right.
Okay.
We're not saying, we're not tripping like you are.
Yeah.
About like Georgia Smith, the way that you guys foam over Michael B. Jordan. I'm not tripping at all. Like, I'm not gonna attack you saying anything about him or your preferences with him. It's ridiculous.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation where a girl has told me a guy is attractive, and I've been like, "Why do you find him attractive?" Like, you know what I mean? I've never had that type of conversation. But whenever I'm talking to like some of my homegirls and I say, "Oh, I think this celebrity is like good looking or whatever," they're like, "Why? Like,
why? She's not cute.
Like, like why? She's like, what do you find cute about her?" And
I think it's just people's own insecurities that they're trying to project on everyone else and like paint a picture of like people as villains, even though that's not what mans are doing. And even if that was how it is, like are people not allowed to have a preference if their preference is not you? So like how would you feel, like how would it be? You wouldn't care if everyone only liked your type of person and didn't like the complete opposite, whatever you are. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't be riding like as hard because you're in the position that you want to be. Everyone likes you.
You're winning.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Some questions before we go into your section, and think of some questions for us while I ask these. So DJ Ty Monroe. She said, I think I have a couple questions for you guys. You can all answer these questions. So, prior to social media, people had to find a way to push their content to consumers. Do you guys feel you'd be as successful as you are right now if social media didn't exist? Next question is, what would you perhaps do instead of push your content?
That's really tough because we grew up in
this era.
Like we'd have to be going back like 20 years.
But it's not even that far.
It's a very tough question.
But, well, in my opinion, I feel like, I honestly low-key feel like I would be more successful.
I'd still be fine.
I'd be fine, but I think I would be more successful because before the whole social media and anyone could do anything, say you're in music or if you're in acting or something, they're looking for talent.
Actual talent.
They're looking for talent.
Yes.
And like no cockiness. I know I have talent. And there's a lot of people on the internet that don't have talent and blew up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So if the criteria was smaller and I was put on a stage like to perform I'd get through. I'm very confident that I would get through. Half these mans that have 10 million followers and no talent, they wouldn't get through at all. So I feel like I'd be bigger, and then plus since there's less of you have more attention, so you'd be even bigger.
I absolutely agree. That's a very good outlook. Because I like you said, social media, as great as it's helped us, it's on the opposite. It's helped people who are not as talented, sometimes more positively than people that are talented.
It's super oversaturated.
It's oversaturated. So social media removing social media would actually just weed out trash. That's all it would do. Because if you have no social media now, it's like you actually have to go talk to someone and actually be good. You have to go perform on a stage in front of people. Like, social media is a stage, right? It's just a digital stage. So you're going out, you're putting yourself as an audition on a stage. But if there's no social media, it would just be a physical stage that people would go to. Like, you actually go to an audition and perform. And 90% of people who are super famous on Instagram couldn't do that. So I think us people in this room right now, I think we'd all be fine to actually perform. But so I don't really think that affects us.
The only issue is just like when it comes to like gatekeepers. Like you don't have the freedom to do it yourself as much. And you don't have freedom to like move how you want. Even if you're on like a record label,
you'd have to go through somebody. That's the only.
If they don't want you to drop a mixtape, you're not dropping. And social media, I could do anything. I want.
Yeah, it was because like Soulja Boy is a prime example, right? Like he kind of pushed the whole. He was like the first like real internet rapper. So it was like once that platform was there, he was able to say, "Fuck, I don't need a label. I can just do what I want."
He was.
What's our next question?
For both of you, I guess for all of us, we can say, who are a couple of your inspirations / individuals that you admire greatly in your particular craft, if any? You know what's funny? And it's I don't know if it's a weird thing, but I feel like the deeper I've gone into photography and like videography and stuff, I'm less likely to watch other people. And I feel like like I'll learn on my own and I'll go read stuff and like train myself on my own in my privacy, but I'm less inspired by other creators because I've just my personal perspective. I feel like when I watch other people, it infiltrates my own creativity, and I feel like I never want to even subconsciously feel like I'm doing something that I've seen. And once you've seen it, it's in you. Like even if you feel like it's your idea, because you've seen it and it's been in your brain, you might subconsciously start doing things based on. You might think it's your idea, but it came from somewhere. So I'm always continually learning. I'm always reading stuff and doing stuff, but I'm less likely to go to someone's page, another photographer's page, go through his stuff and be like, oh, let me look for some stuff that I don't do that. I just don't do that.
But maybe the question wasn't super specific because I don't think they were referring to like people who are like in the same field as us right now. They might be people
who are a
that
couple
are far
of your
off.
inspirations / individuals you admire greatly in your particular craft. Oh, maybe like even like further successful people.
Yeah, like that's who I'm looking at.
I guess I'm saying it from immediate peers. I don't look at like that.
No.
Yeah.
Further inspirations, I don't really think I have inspirations in my craft because I kind of stumbled into this.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like I've been watching someone do photography for my whole life and then I became a photographer. It wasn't like that. I'm a basketball player, so my inspirations are a lot of basketball players, and I've like movies. So I like Denzel, and I've loved to act and that kind of stuff. Like I've never watched a photographer. Like this is new for me.
Yeah.
So I don't have a photographer inspiration. I have like successful like people like Will Smith and people like that are successful in the media industry, but no one in my craft that I'm like, there's this guy that I've been watching because it's new for me. That's my perspective. I don't know about you.
Honestly, because I'm very similar. I wasn't always into photography or video work, but I've always been into like movies and stuff like that. Like I'm one of those dudes who just will go on YouTube and watch how directors like make a scene, so then I can figure out like, oh, like that's why they did this, or like what they were going for. So I'm a huge fan of Ryan Coogler. Dude who just directed Black Panther.
Yeah.
And Creed and Fruit Rail Station. The dude's only 31. Every movie he's put out has been a hit.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to me that he's only 31 and he's done what he's done.
It's nuts.
Like for me, the reason he's a big inspiration is not just because he's a young black dude doing what we're doing, just on like another level. It's like the dude's technique is actually crazy. Like every movie he's ever done, he does he's like known for doing the long shot, which is where there's no breaks when he's recording, right?
It's just straight through.
You've seen Creed,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Remember the boxing scene where he's in the ring?
It's just going.
I saw the behind the scenes for that, and literally it wasn't someone else directing. Like usually there's a director and they have the cameraman and he's telling them to, like, he was the guy wearing the camera and like following them around, doing the whole thing.
That's it.
And have you guys seen Black Panther?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember the casino scene? That whole long shot.
Yeah.
That whole thing was just one long shot.
And then there was no break.
And he broke down like how he did it. And I'm just like, yo, this dude is wild. So that stuff is pretty dope. He's probably my biggest inspiration right now. For photography, yeah, that's a tough one. I don't think I really have someone that I look up to or try and draw inspiration from, just because I think I'm kind of carving out my own niche with photography.
You don't want to look at other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at other stuff.
The thing is,
and I don't feel like you would start watching other people's joke videos. Like, you would watch it as to support it, but you'd be like, let me see how he's doing this. Like,
it's just weird because we live in an age now where no matter what you do, there's like tiny influences in everything, right? There's tiny influences, but it's about how you take those things and then move forward, right? Yeah, so what about your inspirations? Like who do you look up to?
So like you were saying before, I'll watch people's stuff as like inspiration, but not really to see what they do. I'll just I like to take like bits and pieces of like other people's like the things that they do and try and find a way to like make it my own. So like, but let me answer the question first before I get into what I'm saying. If I had to pick a three, it would be Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, and Chris Brown. Like those would be my 3 if I had to pick.
Jamie Foxx that's a big one.
Because those
like very talented guy.
Jamie Foxx is so multi-talented that like that's what I want to be able to do. Like his stand-ups are crazy. His music is amazing.
Yeah.
And his shows are funny. Like that's the type of stuff I like. But like in terms of like the internet and stuff, like I'll take pieces of things that people do and try to turn it into my own. Because even like when I started doing the whole like remixes and like rappers stuff, there's a guy named Ashton that like I'm kind of cool with now, McAshhole. He was doing like a lot of like the rapper impersonations, him, like Crank Lucas, Retrospectral. They do some sort of like stuff like that, so I try to take a little bit of that. And then guys like Rennie and Shiggy, who will do like personality based stuff, I'll try to take a little bit of that. And then guys like King Batch or something who do like skits. Like I'll try to take stuff of them too and like try to make it my own. Because I feel like nothing's new. Like nothing is new. And people are ignorant when they try to say, "Oh, you're copying this person." Unless it's like it's a blatant like copy
of an actual
thing. And a lot of people don't know that. Like you say I'm copying this guy. Like, or you say, because I've heard that people have been like, your videos look exactly like Reggie Cole's, and then it's like, why?
Oh, because he does the music stuff, right?
Because he does music and he does parodies. So does Reggie Cole's videos look exactly like Weird Al from like 2005? Like no one's gonna say that,
exactly.
Because people just
they just want to say something.
People just want to say stuff.
That's it.
To your point about like taking things and just making it your own. There's one thing you do in your videos that literally make me laugh all the time, and it's when you do
the black and white thing.
No, well, that's hilarious. But when you do
through the door,
yes, like every time you walk through the door, like I actually get kind of cheesed. Like,
and let me tell you why I did that. The only reason why that started is because I will literally like make the song right there and do the video right there. And I don't like to read off of it, so I'll try and like say what I remember. And like obviously like you'll fumble over words or something. So I needed another shot that I could put
as a break.
For when I mess up, I could switch to something else.
So it's not a straight scene.
So it's just not one straight scene to me. That's why I put the producer and then I needed someone else, but I was like, how can I incorporate someone else into
perfect.
it?
I'm actually dying right now because I'm remembering the producer like just looking up like what's going on.
That's what I'll do. So I made the guy come through the door dancing, and then I saw people liked it.
That allows you to break.
So I started. It'd
be a solid scene otherwise, right?
So I started doing it more and more, and then I remember once I didn't do it, and I got paged Page, like, where's the guy coming through the door? Why isn't he dancing? I was like, okay, so like people like this, like that, like little something specific like that, that can kind of be seen as like copying. Because I saw something, or like a bunch of people were sending me a bunch of people were sending me something where someone was doing like a video like that, with like a remix of something. People? No, like whoever the comedian was doing like a remix song, and obviously remix songs aren't mine. People have been doing that, so that's not what it was.
Stop this.
But it was like he literally had the guy, the producer, and then had a man coming through the door dancing, and people are like, "Yo, like that's Trezor. Like why are you doing that? Like I can see that that's
someone
copying.
did that to your videos. You're saying
he made a video like that.
First or after?
No, like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so he's copying you in a way.
Like in a way, like that. I can see how people can say that is copying because something so specific that other people weren't doing before.
It's a very
then
specific
you can say how that's copying. But like just doing like the video in general, like if someone sent that to me and it was just a guy as a rapper and as a producer,
you wouldn't think anything of it.
No, but you added very specific elements.
It's like if I did a video and then I did and disappeared. Like, you know where that came from. You know Retrospective was doing that.
That's like that white dude. His name's is it Kush Poppy? It's the dude that drinks the juice. Like he's in his car and he's like, "Get the fuck out!" Like that dude. And like literally at the end of every video, like he just drinks juice, but it's like it's out of the carton and it's like a different type of juice. It's a jug, and that's his thing.
Like, that's
right?
his thing.
That's his thing. So it's like if I see someone else doing it, I know, okay, this isn't authentic.
Or it's like Rennie, like when he does the rants and he has like the piano,
yeah.
or like the damn.
So people are copying that. A lot of people are copying that.
A lot of people are doing that now, but it's like, you know where that came from.
Yeah. Okay, dope.
So, do you have any questions for us, or things or topics that you've thought about bringing up?
Yeah, you can come and rant. I know you've been tweeting me saying, "Oh, we're come back on the podcast." You're here now, so.
So like, I feel like now that you've been doing this for like longer and people have been watching you, are you kind of like censoring the things that you say, like, because you know certain people are watching, or are you still like 100% like unfiltered?
Absolutely not. This is how we started. This is how we're gonna finish. And I mean, like, for me, the only time I was filtering myself, if at all, was when I was in my last relationship, and that was for the person, not for the podcast.
the person was like, sitting there every podcast.
Like that, the person was there, like
imagine
in the seat. And I'm talking to more like, yo.
Imagine trying to take a shit with someone staring at you.
That was an example you said. Like it's like that was the only time I kind of.
I would leave the place. And I just could feel it. Like, I could feel the argument about to happen.
I would actually hope he stayed longer. I'd be like, oh, you gotta go already?
Are you
sure?
You
want a drink or something? Like, no, he can stay for dinner. He can stay for dinner.
He's postpone the argument.
Oh, you want tacos? Like, anything? Like,
so, there were times I stayed there to eat.
Bro, we eat, and I'd be like, maybe this will distract him. Like, cause some...
She'll forget.
Nah, but yeah, the only time I really centered myself a little bit was with that, for that reason, because, like, the person's there, and some of the topics are very touchy about past relationships, and I'm like, when you're in a relationship and the person's there listening all the time. But what's really cool is, I'll shout out Rhonda again. She just actually messaged me just now. She said she loves when I do podcasts, which is dope. Like, that is dope. Like, the fact that, like, she knows what it is. I don't feel like I have to censor myself, and I won't censor myself because I don't think she would want me to censor myself, because she actually enjoys that I'm just like talking. Right, which makes it so much easier for me, because I'm like, if someone asks me a question about, yo, when you fucked a girl back in the day, blah, 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 what's your favorite? It's like, she's not taking it as like, oh, he's talking about sex or other girls. No, it's a conversation. It is a conversation. There's nothing to do with my personal interest right now. Me discussing exes or other stories has zero to do with what I'm currently in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that freedom has made this even more fun for me, because I'm like, I'll finish the episode and I'll send it to her and she'll listen to it. She'll spend 2 hours listening to that. She'll be like, that was cool. Or I like when you talk about this. Or I like when Zamora said this point. And like, that is dope, which makes this podcast so much smoother for me. Yeah. Because I can say whatever. I can talk shit. This Instagram topic was about her. We argued about this shit like a couple days ago. And she's like, yo, I know you're going to talk about that podcast. Which is funny, because I'm like, yeah, I am. But it's cool because, like, I don't feel like I have to step on eggshells and be like, someone asked me a question, like, you know? So for me, this podcast, I'm not changing. I don't know how he feels, but
yeah, I don't think I've had to censor myself too much. The only time I like censor myself is if I don't want to get caught up in some drama, in which this dude has paged me on that one time. It was so funny because I said,
you won't say names. Like, we tried to say names.
I don't. Okay, obviously names goes without saying, but. You know,
he slipped a couple times at the end.
I try.
Like, you said a name.
I try not to disclose timelines.
I hear that.
So even if I'm not involved in something, I don't disclose timelines, because you never know who is listening, and it doesn't mean that I'm up to anything.
No, it's just a conversation I don't want to have.
I just don't like disclosing timelines. So I said a couple episodes. I basically said, you know, a girl that I slept with like ages ago.
Like years ago, he said.
No, I literally said ages, which is worse than years. I said.
No, you said years ago. I remember it. You're like,
sure?
Yeah, you're like.
Oh yeah,
the girl I was talking to years ago, and I'm like, it was years ago. Stop it. He's like,
and he didn't even know.
I didn't even know. I just knew.
He didn't even know. He just knew that when I say years ago, it means it was probably like last year,
like last week.
No, don't put me out there.
Like last week, but it ain't last year.
It was like last year, not years ago. So those are the only times where I really censor myself.
That's not just censoring. That's just like
because
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's being smart.
Because for the most part, like I'm not. There's nothing I can say here that's really gonna get me in trouble. To be honest with you, so that's the answer to that one.
And then okay, let me ask you this. I want you guys to analyze me because you've known me for like a period of time now. And I always have this conversation. Even Marlon thinks I'm jaded. He thinks like I've like just something happened to me that's wrong. Like you guys know my stance on like relationships and like girls and how I think like girls are like slime.
Right.
Not all of them. Yeah. Since y'all want to.
Yeah, you always like you gotta specify. I'm not saying all you guys.
Saying all. Yeah. How girls are slime, and I don't want to like do that, and like how there's not a lot of good women left, and how like I'm always picking the wrong ones or whatever. Do you believe that? I personally think I just have bad luck, but people think.
Do I believe what? What is your question?
That you're picking the wrong
like
ones.
that. No, that like I'm jaded. Like whatever has happened to me in the past is making me think this way, and that is making me act how I'm acting.
Okay, well look.
Well, then ask him. Has something happened to you in the past? That's what it is.
But like, what does that mean? Like, that's so vague.
Like, have you had like a traumatic?
We all have a moment.
A moment.
Every man's has a. If he hasn't had it coming, but I've had my moment. He's had his moment. Have you had a moment?
That's the thing. I don't know.
Have you been cheated on?
You would know if you had the moment.
No, because I don't date. So
have you?
But
has a girl done you dirty in like any way? Like,
but was there one moment that you're like, yo?
Yeah, like, what you said, yo.
Like girls can do stuff, but is there one moment you're like, dog? Like,
yeah, no. There's been a couple, but the only reason why I don't say I don't know if I've had my moment is because I don't know if something is gonna happen in the future that's gonna top that doesn't
matter. That doesn't matter. It's up until this point. Has there been a moment you're like, what the fuck? Like,
there's been a couple.
Okay. So name one. Without names, without timelines, just what happened.
A shorty was like ended up dating like one of my like mandem that she met through me.
Like a close man in your circle.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? And he allowed it too.
Which is very understandable why it'd be cheese. Okay. I don't think you're jaded. Because jaded would mean that you
look at everyone fucked up.
Like you're bitter about everything.
You can't build relationships with anyone. You can't, you
can't
like speak to a female. Like that's.
I don't think you're jaded at all. What I think is you're very aware of yourself because you already said, look, I'm not gonna get in a relationship because I know that if Karuchi shows up, I'm gonna sleep with her. Right? You're very aware.
At
of
least
that.
At this time in your life.
At this time in your life. But I also think that you're just aware of how slime women can be. Like that's just the reality.
You're actually aware of it faster than most people.
Bro, it took me till I was 25, bro, before I realized that women can be slime.
I wasn't thinking like he was thinking back then.
When we were talking to our guest last week, I explained to her, right? I explained in depth that guys grow up like just not believing that their girl can cheat on them. It's not a thing. Like we don't believe that because we never see that in media.
We don't want to believe it. Yeah. It's not even we don't even allow ourselves to believe it.
Yeah, you just don't believe it. Like if your boy say to you, "Yo, like your girl could cheat," you're like,
"Nah, like not my girl."
But until
every man that has a girl that's cheated on him said to his boys at some point, "Not my girl," and the man went, "All right," like.
And then when it happened, that was my yo dog moment. It switched everything. So, I don't think you're jaded. I don't think there's something wrong with you or anything like that. I also think you're still young, so it's not like you need to rush into any type of relationship at this point in your life where you're about to blow up, right? So,
do you find yourself? I don't know how this turns out. I was asking you questions, but that's fine. Do you find yourself pushing girls away, even if they don't show signs?
Not really. I don't push people away, but
not intentionally. But do you start being short with them or not showing up as much? Like just start pulling yourself out.
But just in general,
just anyway. If a girl's interested in you and you were interested in her, but you're like, fuck, I don't want to start liking her, and then she turns out to be fucked up.
Nah, I don't do that. I'll analyze really quickly if I think it could go somewhere or not. Mm-hmm. And if I do, like, it's not like I'll be trying to get into anything, but like. I'll let things happen. And then because it takes so long to even get to that point where I'll even like let my guard down a little bit to say, all right, let me give this girl a chance.
Right.
And then after all that, then you still want to do something messed up that makes me have to stop talking to you already. That's why I'm like, yo, like,
what is messed up to you?
Like,
because we all have our own perspective.
I feel like
some, for example, some girls think, many girls think, if we're talking, whether you're dating or not, if you fuck another girl, even though you're single, that's the issue. Even though technically it's not, but some girls will. That is an issue for them. So on the flip side, you might be one of those guys that's like, even though we're talking, if you do this, that's messed up. Like, what is your perspective of what's
that
messed up?
specifically? I feel like only if that's established. If we're talking, but you never establish, yo, like, I'm only sleeping with you, you're only sleeping with me, are you okay with that? And I said yes, and you said yes.
And then
it's messed up.
Okay.
But like, if no one said anything, then like there was nothing established.
Okay, so
I don't want to know. Like, don't tell me that
not.
like you smashed the next man.
Of course not.
But it wasn't established. But for me, it's like, I think there was a point in time when I was really like naive and thought that just because I have like good intentions and a good heart, that everyone has good intentions and a good heart.
Yeah.
And then when you meet like girls that like you actually like treat like really well, like you actually like try to treat them with respect and everything, and then they'll go and like do something like, oh, like if you're even in a situation like that where they claim they want to just talk to you and you're like, all right, cool. And then they go and talk to a next man and say, yeah, like I caught feelings like we're dating or something like that. Or then they go and smash the next man, or like they lie to you and then go like smash the next man or something. That's when I'm like, yo, like, why would you do that? Because in all of those situations that I would talk about when something happened, I was like, yo, like, why? Like, what? It's situations where girls would be the ones that were going hard trying to talk to me. Like, it's not like I was trying to swerve them and then something happened. I'm like, damn, it's my fault. It's like they were going hard trying to talk to me, trying to prove themselves, and I wasn't with it. And then eventually I was like, you know what? Let me give them a chance. And then you give them a chance and then they still mess up. It's like, why would you even like...
Point? Why come?
Why would you even come and disrupt my life like this? Because it's like, after you get comfortable, then they want to switch up. Why couldn't you have done this before I was even like, you know, invested at all? Because then you feel like you wasted your time. And I just don't like...
And you feel like that happens constantly?
Constantly.
Really?
I don't like wasting time. I don't think... There has not been someone that I've talked to seriously that hasn't wasted my time.
Really?
Not one.
Really?
Not one. Because if they didn't, I'd have a girl. I'd have a girl right now.
Fair. Yeah.
And I can genuinely say, like, in the situations where me and girls fall out, it's not me. Like, that sounds like me playing the victim.
It's literally like it's
genuine. Like, it's not me.
Yeah.
Because there's no girl out there realistically. Yeah. Obviously, everything is subjective. Feelings are subjective. But there's no girl out there that can really say that I did them dirty. Like, I dogged them or slimed them. There's not one. And if there is one and she's listening to this podcast, I dare you to speak up. Say something, drop facts, names, and times, and I could dispute it. It's not a thing.
Okay. So, see, it's hard now because if that's your reality, right? So it's like for someone to say you're jaded, it's not jaded if those are actual constant experiences. Like we only know as much as we know. We only can speak on as much as we experience. So if someone always gets fucked over, not just like sometimes here and there, if always we get fucked over, they have never experienced an alternative. So that's literally all you know. It's just like, even if you want to believe that there's better, you're like, I don't even know what that is. Exactly. If there is. So I get that. And I can't speak on that because I've experienced both sides. So I'm like, I know there's good women because I've experienced. I know there's bad women because I've experienced. But if I only ever met bad women, maybe I would sound like you. Like maybe I'd be like, yo, like girls are fucked,
but the thing is with women that no women will admit that they're bad women because in their mind they're a good woman, like to themselves.
That's people.
No, but that's why I said there's a difference between guys and girls. Certain mans, they'll admit that they're scumbags. Like, mans will admit, I'm a scumbag. I'm like, let me be a scumbag in peace. Like, I've heard my own friends say that. I've never heard a woman say, "Yeah, I'm trash. Let me just be trash."
You know what it is because it goes back to what I said last week when guys seem so like mortified when they find out that a thing is like cheated on them because we're just not used to it. But women who, for better or worse, move like guys who are scumbags, they're a different kind of breed.
It's dangerous.
Like I don't know why it is, and this could be, I don't know, it could be sexist or whatever it is, right? But when I see a woman moving the same way that I see some scumbag guys move, I'm like, yo, I want to stay far away from you because I know, I don't know what it is, but it's just the way that women can affect men mentally, and it's the same the other way, right? Like men destroy a lot of women, but it's like women just seem to have this thing where it's like, if I invest my time with you and then you do something to fuck it up, it like triggers us because we're like, yo, I actually did good here. Like I was doing well.
Yeah,
and something bad happened. Like I don't understand.
People like discredit or like not like they don't realize. A lot of people, men and women, don't realize how much power that women actually have. Like the way that women can control men. Obviously, guys, like it's out in the open. Some guys are like, men are trash. A lot of men are trash. But people discredit how much a woman can affect a man's life. You see, like almost every story in history, like the downfall of a great man is what?
He was weak to a girl. He was weak.
Something that had to do with some woman, and that made him go crazy.
Really, it's like the opposite ends. Like a woman is either the reason
why you succeed or why you fail,
or why he fails, or his downfall.
The downfall is one of the two.
Exactly,
it's really one of the two.
Or you could end up like Obama, living life with a great wife and everything, great family, or you could end up like Othello, killing yourself, or you could end up like Romeo and Juliet, or you could end up like Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, because you damn well know there was enough space on that piece of board for both of them.
No, it's true.
There was enough space. You could have went halves, both half body in, half body out.
No, let me dip in the water and have my hand.
Or like rotations. You get 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off.
She actually didn't switch once. That's
You're
crazy.
so inconsiderate.
Like as a kid watching it, I didn't take it in, but now as I'm older, she just literally sat there holding his hand, and she said,
"Not
please.
Once did it pop in your head that okay, he's kind of cold. Maybe give him like a couple minutes."
One switch. She literally held the man till he froze. Yo, like. No, Jack, get in the water.
That couldn't have been a black man, bro. I'd be like, all right, like let's go, like a couple. Give me a 1-2 minutes, bro.
Can I actually ask a question?
What?
Okay, this story time here. Have any of you had an experience where you have just been taken advantage of by a woman?
Yeah,
yes.
I know there's that one from last year, but like,
no, I've had worse.
Yes.
Okay, yes, you said numerous stories.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry. Give like a quick one, because I got one, and I remember.
Do you mean taking advantage of like sexually or just in general?
Just take it. Mine, fuck. And the funny thing is, the craziest thing the reason that it's so fucked up is you just asked that question, because I recently lost my Facebook. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
So I made a new one. I made a new Facebook today, because my old Facebook got disabled. Long story short, whatever. So I made a new Facebook today. And when I was adding some friends back, it started showing me suggested friends, right? So most of them are people that I've already been friends with, so I'm adding them back. This girl came up as a suggested friend. I haven't spoken to her since this incident. And seeing her face, I was like,
Yup.
dog.
I know those.
And the thing is, we weren't friends on my old page. But because it's a new page, they probably think, oh, this might be your friend, you know? So I saw the face, I was like, I literally stared at it, and I'm like this. And I got so mad. And I've been over this for years. And just seeing the face, I literally was like, I haven't seen his face in years. And I'm like, I hate it. I hate this person. Anyways, what she did, we were dating. And stupid me, you know, like you said, we're dumb. And girls get us weak.
Yeah.
We were dating. This was back in Ottawa. I was living in Ottawa for school. And I have a cell phone plan with TELUS. And she didn't have a cell phone or a credit card. So she's like, and we're dating, so I'm like, I need to talk to my girl. Like, So she's like, can I get a phone? I'm like, yeah, of course, it's my girl. Like, we go to TELUS. I'm like, can you just add a phone to my plan? You know, like, it's under my plan, but it'll be under her name, her number, but it's under my plan, right? And she's like, yeah, I'll pay you every month, whatever. I'm like, cool. And it's your girlfriend. In theory, you think, yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna be together. I don't have to chase you from. You're my girl, like, you know. First month with the phone, racks data up to 5 bills. First month, I'm like, what happened, babe? What are you doing? And she's like, oh, like she living on her own, right? And she's like, oh, I didn't have internet in my house, so I was tethering. So she was connecting her laptop to her phone, killing the data. I was like,
plan cut off.
But I was like, you know, you're still nice at the time. You're like, all right, just make sure I get the money for that. Oh no, of course, I got you, baby. All right, cool. Ignorant. Second month, $450. I'm like, I thought you said you stopped. Oh, I know. I didn't think I went over again. Now the bill's at 9 bills. Okay, I'm paying my phone bill.
Get on my face.
Her bill's at. It's your girlfriend though. You gotta remember, it's your girlfriend. Anyways, if it's a ting, move. But it's your girlfriend or my girlfriend at the time.
I almost would have paid 9 bills.
I'm not paying that. No, remember she's saying I will pay it, right? Cool.
The caveat is it's all under his name.
It's all under my name, but she's like, I'll pay it, and it's my girlfriend. So I'm like, cool. Now, third month, she goes to 300. A little bit better, but still high, right? Now the bill's at over $1,200. Okay. I stopped. This is why I'm like, okay, listen. This is why I had to be like, all right, okay, listen. First of all, I haven't got the money from the first month. Second of all, TELUS is calling me because even though I'm paying my bill, this is still under my plan. So they're like, if you don't pay this bill, her bill, even though it's her bill, it's your account. If you don't pay this bill in full, you lose your phone. I'm like, whoa. So I had to tell him, like, listen, I can have my phone go down because it's bullshit. She's like, okay, I'll take care of it. 2 2s. I don't know if it's a lie to this day. I have no goddamn idea. She goes, oh, the money in my bank got frozen, so I won't have it right now. So I'm like, okay, so when are you gonna get it?
Frozen what?
She said it got frozen because she said all this is mess, but she said her ex-boyfriend is into credit card scamming, and apparently he sent her some money and they tracked it to her account and locked her account. So now she can't get any money out. So I'm like, it's an interesting story, but now what? A week later, we get into a fight, whole thing goes up, I end up breaking up with her, right? I break up with her, I'm like, okay, we're done, but this bill, she goes, I'll pay it when I pay it.
What?
I literally looked at that text, and I was like,
yo,
I was like,
never ever.
I was like, hold on, I was like, she did just nah. So I'm like, never ever. So I was like, hold on a second.
Oh,
so,
she bad.
So I respond to her, I'm like, nah, you're gonna pay this in full. She's like, stop calling me.
Oh, this a bill. $1,200.
Oh my god.
It's called money.
Dog.
Oh, it's a bill.
So long story short, I was chasing her for months. And the thing is, and TELUS wouldn't let me cut her plan.
Judge, man.
Ryan the bounty hunter.
TELUS wouldn't let me cut her plan
Judge
off.
Judy, bro.
So every month it was still billing me $100, even though she wasn't using it.
Cut off my phone too. I don't care. At that point, no. Cut off my phone.
I didn't want to cut my phone.
No, cut my phone. Cut my phone. I don't care. I would rather have no phone than to let you still be out here running up my tab, bro.
Dog.
I will have no phone.
I couldn't do it. I
will have no phone.
The bill?
Call my mom. Be like, yo, mom, I need you to just put on for me for a couple
Before I canceled her plan, I had so much hope that she would pay. So much hope that it went up to $2,500 to the point where I'm like, TELUS, please cut this line. Sorry, it went to $2,000, and I said, TELUS, can I just cut this line completely? They said, yeah, absolutely. It'll just be $500 to cancel it. I'm already at $2,000. I'm like,
let me just eat the
phone. Let me just cancel my credit card.
But I didn't know. I would have canceled a long time. But you have hope. You're like, she's gonna pay. She'll pay like a fucking idiot. $2,500. Never heard from the girl again. I lost my phone for 2 months. My phone got cut off. 2 months. I had to borrow money from my dad, pay him back, worked all summer, paid the $2,500, broke, got my phone back. She had the audacity to message me. The audacity to message me, how you been? I said, are you going to send my money?
What?
I said, you're going to send my money? She saw me on Instagram. She said, how you been? I said, you're going to send my money? She blocked me.
I want to know who this girl is. I actually want to get a good put a face to the name.
When she blocked me, I just went,
bro.
Wow, she finessed me. And since that day, like, it was very hard to get to where you were. Like, for that day, I was like, I'm never, ever giving money to a girl for the rest of my life.
Holy.
But, yeah, so years later, I've eaten that $25. I've never seen that money. I will never see that money. I will never see that $25.
I don't play with money, so.
What about you?
What about you?
I'm heated over again.
Okay, so I don't know if I would classify it as being taken advantage of, or more so it's almost like a form of pity. So basically I go to this bar, it's my friend's birthday, right? And it's a friend from like work, old coworker, and it was like 3 girls that I went with because I just worked in an agency. It was all things. And I get to this bar, and one of the girls brought her friend there, right? And me and this girl, like, hit it off at the bar, which is weird for me. I don't usually meet people at the bar. Like, that's not my scene to meet people. But me and this girl hit it off. Everything's cool. We're dancing all night. We like, made out, which was weird. Because I don't do PDA, but it just happened.
Yeah.
Right? So, end of the night comes, and I'm talking to her, and we exchange numbers. And she's like, oh, like, we should like get together sometime. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'd love to do that. I hit her up like a week later, and she's like, I'd be down. I'm sure, like, I'll be down to meet up. I meet up with her. We go out to eat. And of course, like, me being the dude that I am, I like pick up the bill first because I asked her out, right? Like, pick up the bill. Gentlemen. We go out, like, go to the bar and everything like that. I think in total, I must have spent like close to 2 bills
that night.
That night, right? And all the places that we went. We went to a bunch of places.
Got you good.
So here's the thing.
She just met you last week.
Actually, it was more than that. We would have been talking. We went out a couple times before that, right? But here's the thing. Regardless, that's how much money I spent on that night. I realized, like, near the end of that date, I was like, yo, the vibe is kind of off here. Like, something's weird, right? And I've always known that, you know, girls can finesse dudes to get, like, free meals and shit like that. But I was like, something's off. Like, the vibe that I had with this girl before is not the same. So I ended up talking to her best friend the next day, who's also, like, one of my good friends. And I was just like, yo, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to continue talking to her anymore because I just feel like the vibe was off. And there's no point, like, continuing with this. As the conversation's going on, her best friend ends up telling me that the night that we all went out, her friend was, like, blackout drunk. Like, blackout.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like,
which is with you?
Yes. That night, when I met her, she was blackout.
Okay.
And I was like,
I remember talking.
I remember having full conversations with this. Like, I was drinking too.
Yeah.
But I remember having full conversation with this girl. She's like, no, trust me. Like, she was blackout.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, yo, if I knew that this girl was blackout that night, I never would have asked her to go on a date, like, afterwards or any of those things, because I would have realized in that moment
she's not here.
She's not here. Like, she's not on this planet. Like, everything that's happening, like, it's not a real thing. And she's like, you didn't know? I'm like, hell no, I didn't know, because...
You didn't know? I had to.
I know. So, of course,
you're asking me to call somebody.
I was like, is that Dudley Boys? Who's that?
Fucking, yeah, I think it's Dudley Boys.
Either way.
Wrestling.
Yeah, either way. I was like, yo, if I knew that she was blackout, I never would have gone on a date with this girl.
But anyways.
Yeah, I never would have gone on a date with this girl. I never would have asked her out. I wasn't, like, sad about it. I was just like, yo... Because now I feel kind of stupid, right? Like, did this girl just pity me this entire time? Because...
Well, I didn't actually want to go.
I'm like...
I committed already, so...
You know what I mean? It's not like she just committed on the date. It's the fact that we were talking afterwards.
Or even have to talk, like, fake convos.
Yes! I'm like... But she just pitying me? And her friend is trying to tell me, like, no, it's not pity. Like, she didn't pity you or anything. I'm like... A part of me kind of feels like it is. You know what I mean? Because I took the girl out, we were talking, and the vibe was literally complete opposite to what it was.
She's probably like,
and she got a free meal and all bunch of stuff out of it.
She's probably like, how did I agree to this?
You know what I mean?
I don't remember doing that.
And it was just one of those moments where I really felt finessed.
Yeah.
Where I was like, yo, I really got finessed. Because if I knew what the real situation was...
What happened after?
No, we don't talk.
No, like after you paid everything.
After we paid everything, like the whole night went on, everything was cool. I went home, and it was the next day when I was talking to her best friend when she revealed all this information to me. Everything was cool. I stopped talking to this girl. Yeah, I just allowed it. I'm not gonna be like, give me my money back.
No. She didn't message you after.
No, she didn't. Right. So in the next morning, I was talking to her best friend, and I made the realization then, based on the vibe, that I wasn't gonna continue pursuing anything. And it was through that conversation that she told me, oh, she was blackout, and then I put 2 and 2 together.
Was the best friend sweet?
Who, the one I was talking to? Like, that I took out, or the
best friend that you talked to after?
She's not my type. Yeah, she's not my type. She's not my type.
Otherwise, we don't want on that date.
No, she's not my type. Either way, I didn't see this girl for weeks until, was it a couple weeks ago? I'm walking.
Like recent time? Like this couple weeks ago?
No, like back in. I'm thinking
presently. Back then. Okay.
A couple weeks. I'm going to the movies, and as I'm walking into the door, I see her walking towards me, right, in the same direction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And I like, kind of brief because I'm trying to get in this movie. And she's like, oh, like, how you been? Blah, blah. Like, she's acting kind of fake at this moment.
Playing the game.
And I'm just like,
oh, some more.
I'm like, you know those ones? I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to entertain this.
Tresor is so cheesy.
The wait, Tresor is so sick.
Hey, Tresor. Oh, hey, long time.
Because that's happened to
you know what she said to me, word for word? She's like, oh, you going to the movies? I'm like,
why am I here? And you know people just talk just to say something? I hate those. I hate when people just speak. I'd rather you just shut up.
Don't say anything.
Like, oh, so you're going to the movie?
No, I'm just open your lips. Oh,
I'm just walking in here for no reason. Like
when people panic, they just say stuff.
They just be
oh, so you're just wearing a sweater today?
Oh, we just wearing hats?
Oh, I love LA. That's an LA hat. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. That's literally.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you just got breasts on your chest. Okay. Good seeing you though.
Holy.
Ridiculous.
Oh man, do you have questions?
Don't do that. Actually, I had a story too.
All right, go ahead.
Go on.
Like, I don't think I've ever been like finessed knowingly.
Yeah.
But like,
we're never knowingly finessed.
Yeah. But there's been situations where it's like they're head scratchers, you know. So like, I'm gonna try and tell this story without like giving it away, because like people that know, you know.
I know those ones. Yeah.
So like,
you feel like you're talking right to them.
Yeah.
Even though you don't say anything, it's like.
Or I feel like I'm talking to someone that's gonna show them, and then I'm gonna get paged. But anyways,
it's all good.
So like, there was this girl that like I was associating with. Okay. I'm not gonna say talking to.
Yeah.
I was associating with.
Communicating.
Yeah. Conversating.
Yeah.
So like, and she was one of those girls where like everyone in the city knew her. Like everyone knew who she was in that particular city. And it's like she was like quote unquote up.
Okay.
And people thought I was quote unquote up, so people were like, yo, like you should try and talk to her. And I was like, I don't know, like you know. But then one of my friends said that like she was inquiring like about me, so I was like, okay, like whatever, like I'll try it out. So like we started going like places a lot. Like she was cool, like you know, she would like come like pick me up and like we would go places or whatever. And like before that, I never really had girls like go out of their way for me. You know, like you coming to pick me up, or like, you paying for something. I was like, yo, you know, like she's cool. Like like we'd start going a lot of places like consistently. Like we're around consistently.
So y'all basically dating now?
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's what people say.
So
you're basically dating now. But yeah, no.
It was to the point where my friends were like, yo, either like you're gonna end up cuffing her, or you're not gonna be talking at all in like a month's time. I'm like, yo, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And I said that. I was like, yo, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere just because I know how she is. You know?
How is she?
Like, she's one of those girls where it's like she's kind of like free spirited. Like she's doing her thing. You might be around, but the odds of like
of catching her,
of getting cuffed are low. Like, and I knew that. But like at this point, I was starting to try to not have the mentality that all girls are slime and whatever. I'd bring her places. Valentine's Day, like I'm getting her roses and ting. So like you know what it is at that point when I'm buying you chocolates and bringing it to your house with roses and stuff, and you're talking about, oh my god, you're so cute, da da da. You know what it is. I'm meeting like your fam.
Yeah.
Like I know like your little bro, like he's cool and all this type of stuff.
Close.
And like my friends are telling me that like your mom knows who I am, and so it's like okay. So then like eventually, no, like literally everything was fine, and then I was going on my first S trip, right? And at that same time, she so happened to be going on a trip too, right?
With that trip?
No.
Oh,
like,
okay.
On her
trip,
own. Just a trip. And like even like her best friend knew I was trying to holler at her. Like I made that stated so it would get in her mind.
Right.
She was going on a trip. I was going on a trip. Left, came back, and as soon as I came back, like you said, like the vibe was different. Like instantly. Like instantly the vibe was different. And I was like,
trip changed her.
Huh. I was like, huh.
Where'd she go?
In my mind, Miami.
She saw the lights.
So then, like instantly, I was like, okay, I feel like she either like I feel like she has like a man or something. Like it was one of those where it's
like you're like she's
they
cold.
started getting
it's different.
distant. It was like she has to be talking to a man, bro. So then I forgot I saw something like on like her snap or something like with some guy or like heart eyesing some man or something, and I was like, yo, so like
what's good?
What's good? Like you know, like you knew I was trying to like holler at you, trying to talk
you said
to
that
you.
to her?
I said it.
Yeah.
Like I'm blunt. I'd be like, yo, you knew I was trying to holler. Like what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And this girl was like, oh, like I figured you were trying to holler at me, but like I didn't know for sure, and by the time I knew for sure, it was too late.
Shut the fuck up.
I brought you roses on Valentine's Day. How much more sure do you need to be than that? Like
you need to say it.
Like,
you need to say it, Chazor.
Like,
what? That's not enough.
Like what?
Not enough.
I took you like what?
Anybody could do that though.
I was like, am I just like
dumbfounded,
crazy, or like did like were you seeing something different than what I was seeing? Cause like the way girls are, y'all pick up on every little like subtle thing that mans do and automatically assume that they're trying to holler. But me bringing you places and taking you on dates and buying you roses and chocolates, and you weren't sure that I was trying to holler at you after I told your best friend that I was trying to holler at you, and I know she told you.
Of course.
You definitely had that conversation. But what it was is obviously, like, you have to just know she was waiting for a man to fix up, and I was the intermediate. I was the loading screen for while the man was fixing up, and when he got to 100%, she was ready to play the game.
That is so real.
I was like, what?
That is so real.
I was like, how did this happen? Like,
that's actually a very interesting analogy, because there are constant situations where girls, they have filler guys.
That's why I say girls are never 100% single. If a girl says she's single, she's lying.
Isn't that guys too though?
No,
that just anyone?
No, it's not. She is lying.
So guys are in the same thing you just said.
There will be mans that are 100% single. There are mans that literally have no things, like none. There is not a single girl out there
that doesn't have one man.
Does not have one man on her line. There are mans that have zero girls. There is not one girl that doesn't have one man on their line, because mans are on the hunt way too much. You've known.
But it doesn't mean they're
way
not
too
single.
many mans.
That doesn't mean like just because guys are hitting on that, like it's just a rebuttal. It doesn't mean just because a bunch of guys are hitting on them doesn't mean they're not.
You have a roster. Like you have a roster.
They could be.
Girls try to say they don't have a roster because they don't want to claim the mans that are trying to talk to them. That doesn't count. You still have a roster, and just because
they have options,
you have options.
It's not necessarily the roster because they're not on the team yet.
And the guy, like, there's a guy, like, if there's a guy that you're waiting for to fix up, like, you're not completely single because your mind is there.
Yeah.
I'm just occupying you right now. Like, your mind is over there, and as soon as he fixes up, you're gonna come with something that's.
But you don't. You don't think guys do that too?
No, here. You know what? I was gonna say that's so real because no guy is ever waiting for his girl to fix up, so they're like messing with other girls.
When have you ever waited for
false?
You think so?
I've done it.
No. You wait. Hold on. No. Hold on. So let me ask you this.
What?
So what you're saying is you were in a relationship with this girl.
Wait. Hold on.
That's what I mean. But
he wasn't in a relationship with her.
No, but there are girls.
What's your question? Go ahead.
But to his point, there are girls who are in relationships who go on like a break. And it's really not a break. They're literally just waiting for their man to fix up. Okay. So they'll have other mans on their roster. Yeah. Right? What I'm saying is like, guys won't wait for their girl to fix up. In the sense that we're going to go on break because I need you to change.
Oh, like go on break for that, to let you fix up.
Yes.
No.
That's not happening. Like,
no,
guys don't do
even
that.
so, girls will get in relationships waiting for the man they really want the relationship with to fix up and then break up and get with the next man.
The only thing I was saying that I have done is that I've broken up with somebody and then I've talking to girls in the intermediate time. Yeah. And told that girl, like, if you get your shit together, we'll be together. But until then, we're done. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a break. It's like we are actually done. I'm doing my thing. If you get yourself together, then we can.
So you're waiting for them to evolve, is what you're
saying. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So
the girls that you were talking to in the meantime, were you like insinuating that there's a possibility that you guys could be together?
Yes. So if that person didn't get her shit together, the person that I did or was with, I could allow myself to like them too, but I kind of would not go fully in because I'm like, if I fully dive into this, you're done. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this is my thing though. The reason why I can never tell someone like, look, we're done unless you get your shit together down is because no one gets their shit together in a relatively short amount of time. Like when I'm ready for, like, if I tell someone you need to get your shit together, that's gonna be like a minimum year process.
Or it's gonna be forced and fake.
Yeah.
So
I'm good now.
So I can't afford to. I can't afford to tell someone that and then do something with someone else because I know
it's stupid. Exactly. It's stupid hope. I agree. It's just it's a dumb hope that you want at the time.
And that type of stuff happens to me like often. Like how you said, there's reoccurring things like quick shotgun stories, 30-second summaries. One time, I was talking to a girl. I asked her off top, "You have a man? Like you're single? Everything is cool?" Yeah. Boom. Talking. One day I was like, "Yo, FaceTime me." She's like, "Oh, I don't think my man would like that." I was like, "What? You said you didn't have a man?" She's like, "Yeah, but when I said it, like I put laughing emojis. Didn't you know I was joking?" I was like, "What? True story." Yeah. What she said because she put laughing emojis when she said she didn't have a man. I should have knew that she actually did have a man.
I don't. Ha ha ha.
You should have knew I was lying. I put the laughing emoji. Story number 2. Shorty tries to swerve me.
I was lying.
Runs down my line. FaceTimes me every day. Texts me every day. No, I don't have a man. I don't have a roster. My ex was waste. I never really liked him. Boom, boom, boom. Starts getting distant. What happened? Starts sending me a long paragraph. Oh, I don't know where we stand, so I just want to let you know that like I'm giving my ex another chance. And I was like, so what happened to like you didn't like him and you have no roster? She's like, yeah, but like I didn't think I had one, but like he gave me like a really convincing argument. I'm like, yo,
a really convincing argument.
A convincing arguments.
That man said, you wanna fuck again?
Like, get out of here.
Oh my god.
Next story. I'm talking to a girl. All of a sudden, pops up with a boyfriend. What happened? Oh, it's complicated. What do you mean it's complicated?
I hate that line.
Next story. I'm swerving this girl like I've never swerved a girl in my life. Like I'm pulling every trick out my sleeve trying to swerve this girl, bro. Comes up with a random boyfriend again. I'm like, yo, this is getting ridiculous at this point. Yeah. And these are all back to back to back to back to back to the point where my friends are like, yo, like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, what? Like, how is this happening? It's at that point where even in my head, I'm like, how is this happening? Like,
in your opinion, are the guys that, in your opinion, have you seen all the guys that they go to? Or some of them you haven't seen?
I've seen a majority of them, not all of them.
Are any of them highly successful, popular, anything like that?
Beans. They're all beans.
You know what? I love that term. I'm gonna start calling people beans. But yeah, I was gonna say, do you the girls, these girls, right? Would you say that they all kind of fall in the same like circle? Like they're all very different. I'm not saying they know each other, but different. I mean, also like they all have different interests. Because I was gonna say like
different interests, different like qualities, all like different like races. That's why I'm like, how is this possible? That's why I started that mindset thinking that every girl was the same. Because if I started talking to so many different types of personalities,
and they were all moving the same way,
this is how it ended up every single time. How, like everyone had to have been the same.
I don't know what to say then, because I feel like honestly, the only thing you can do is, unless you see a girl that you know for a fact is like, okay, I need to holler at her, you gotta let them continue coming to you and doing the screen checks, because that's the only way. Because the right girl will, and they will come to you. They will literally
they come. But the thing is though, is like a lot of those situations though, they came
and then you gave them the screen checks.
They came. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and then they switched up. Why would you come? That's what I'm saying. Don't come.
They just want to try you.
Don't come, bro. Like, don't come. I don't want you around. I don't need it.
That's totally fair. I don't know.
My advice is,
I would just be upfront.
Get back out there, Tiger.
Get out there. I would just be upfront with some of these things too from the jump. Just be like, yo, this is how I would do it. I'd be like, this is what I've dealt with.
Straight up be like, a lot of girls have been wasting my time. I'm not saying you will,
but I'm letting you know.
Like, are you actually like? Do you want something out of this?
See, but then at the same time, like I don't like. Depending on the girl, some girls have to like build that with me. Like I don't know that I want you that serious. Yeah, I don't know if I want you like that. For me to even say that.
I feel like when the moment you start to know that though, because that could be over like the course of a couple weeks or like a couple months before you even feel comfortable enough to say that to a girl. Hopefully it's earlier than a couple months, but that's when I would say something, right? Like I'll be truthful. Like I said on the podcast a number of times, like I got cheated on, right? So for me, it's like I'm kind of upfront with that, not like right off the bat, but like if I know it's gonna go somewhere, I let the person know. I just be like, listen, this happened. Like I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna still give you the full. Like I'm not gonna hound you. I'm not gonna do any of that shit. I'm gonna give you that trust, but I'm gonna let you know where my mindset is at, so that if something happens, you're not surprised by the way that I move, like moving forward.
Don't worry. I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna show y'all an example of it. Y'all can read it. That's crazy here. You can read this, not out loud, but just read it, and that's one of the situations that I was talking about. What type of foolishness? And then you could swipe to the next one, and that's like the rest of the conversation. Short intermission break for
Let me just say,
wondering what was going
without
on.
exposing this, the girl said, I thought I didn't have a man. I thought
I didn't?
I thought, he said, what happened to not having a man? I thought I didn't. LOL.
And then swipe to the right, to the left or right. And then read the last little bit of the convo. I didn't even answer.
He gave me a very convincing argument.
What?
Welcome to We Need to Talk podcast. That is absolutely fucked up. If that right there is a case of her, and many people do it, they say they're over somebody,
and they're not.
Not even they're not.
Ooh, I got another one. Now that you said that, oh my god,
this guy just has them in a vault of curves. Yes, that's crazy.
Receipts. I have a folder called receipts, man, with screenshots.
I don't blame him.
He has a vault of curves.
I don't blame him.
Insane.
I don't blame him.
Yo, I know. I swear.
Why do you keep? What is your purpose of keeping that?
because people want to act like they didn't say the things that they said. Like,
I never said that. You ever see the other man? Nah. No.
Oh, well, here you can see.
That's hilarious.
I wish. Oh, I don't think I saved that one.
I would have said the same thing. But let's wrap up.
Yeah.
This was a good one.
That's funny. I thought I did.
Wrap up while I search for these.
But yeah, no, it's great to have you back on the show as always.
It's great to be back.
You always drop some type of fucking gem. Like, it's oh man, you're a very funny guy. I'm happy to see you excelling. Happy to see everything you've been doing on your channel, man. Your page. Hitting 20K is a small feat for some, a big feat for you. Like, it all perspective for you, that's great. I can see you growing even further than that because you're talented.
Yeah.
I hope you do pursue the EP or the mixtape, whatever idea. I think you should do it. I think, like anything, people love to say things like, "Yeah, you should do this, you should do this." But once you do it, you will see the hate, you'll see the backlash, you'll see the man actually did it. Like, you'll see all of that, but just push through it, keep doing it, because those same people will come around and be the same people who are like, "Yo, Tresor, get me in." So it's all a fucking circle. But just stay true to what you're doing, what you have been. I don't have much more to say with you because you're doing the right things. You do all the right things. It's dope to see. It's dope to see.
Tell the people where they can find your stuff.
They know where to find it.
Well,
Instagram and Twitter. I am Tresor. IAMTRESOR. YouTube. You could just type in I am Tresor.
Just type in Tresor. There's only one Tresor, really.
Actually, I know another Tresor. You know.
Online?
No, not online.
That's all. That's what I mean. If they type Tresor, you will come up essentially.
Yeah. So just type in Tresor.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for stopping by again. We are closing in on our live show date. Closing in.
Oh, I'm there.
March 20th.
Make sure you come through. Oh yeah, March 20th. We have a date.
Yeah,
we have a date. We have a date.
20th?
March 20th. We have a date. It's still tentative, but it's most likely to be confirmed. We're gonna have a spot. We're gonna have a date. We're gonna have some good topics. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And if we sell out, we will have another. So make sure you guys check your schedules right now. I think that's what day is that? Maybe a Tuesday? Let me think real quick. March 20th is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
which is usually the day we record.
Yeah, usually the day we record, which is pretty dope. So so our tentative date right now is March 20th for you guys listening. The live show will be in effect. Will be in the evening time, so you guys can get out there. It will most likely be downtown. Try to keep it central for most people. We hope to see you there if you can come through. That'd be dope.
I'm coming for sure.
But yeah, other than that, we are 2 entrepreneurs now, about to fuck shit up this year. It's February. We're hitting March. We're 3 entrepreneurs, I guess. Yeah. Are you working right now?
Nope.
Nope. 3 entrepreneurs.
Yep. My last job was Sport Check last year.
Yeah. And you checked out.
After I checked out of Sport Check, I promised myself I was never working a regular job ever again.
Yeah.
I respect it, obviously. Let's get it. 2018 is our year.
Yes.
That cheeses me so much. Thank you guys again for stopping by an episode of We Need to Talk. I'm MR.KOA alongside
Top Boy.
Yes, We Need to Talk podcast.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.
We need to talk.